Go, you guys want to do a radio show? We're just sitting around chewing the fat. Little did we know it's 3:59 Mountain Time. And Fred, let me tell you, you know what that means.
I didn't have my headphones on. Every word you said, I didn't get. I'm here.
The boys are here. A. Marie's here. And let's go ahead and start a radio show.
It's Friday. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Boys are live at the studio. We're going to be here till 7 o'clock tonight. Josh Sushan will join us at some point. We're going to talk about sports dads because it's a Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about Jimmy Butler. Obviously.
He's a sports father.
He's nobody's father anymore. So we're not going to talk about him.
Eastern Conference's father.
Hey, well,
he just couldn't lay claim to the household when Nikola's in town.
Eastern or weaker, whichever one you want. Eastern or weaker. Darren White just walking into the studio.
This is
just jump on the microphone right there, Darren. I know you're not doing anything.
Coming in hot.
But how's a Friday week? It's a holiday weekend, Friday weekend for you, Darren. How are you?
It's a snoozer.
It's
a snoozer.
Nothing going on in the world on the other side of the glass, Darren?
Everybody's like, can
we get some Teller going here?
Listened to him for 35 years, and now he has to be on the radio. Stop it.
Yeah, first you were cleaning up the town, now you're cleaning up the airwaves.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. I think I might be polluting them.
That's why I was late to the show, because we're on the other side of the glass talking about pro wrestling, and it will slow me down in every walk of my life.
So you know who my guy was back in the day?
Okay, who?
Mil Mascaras.
Oh,
remember that?
No.
Masked wrestler.
I need to learn more about this.
Madison's one of the. So I used to watch it. My dad was a musician on the side, and so he would play in clubs, and we would turn on in New York. We would turn on the wrestling at night. I think it came on at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
Sure.
And Mil Mascaras was the guy that I loved.
Mil Mascaras.
I'm looking. This looks like a bad dude.
Yeah. The mask.
Mascaras.
Yeah.
Which you're
you're
butchering.
I'm probably
means masks in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
There you have it. So he was my guy. I always loved him. I don't know what it was, if it was the mask or what, but that was always the guy I rooted for. And I would jump off the couch and into the chair, and we probably broke furniture.
Nice.
So probably banged my head a few times so that
His son is Alberto Del Rio, who is a WWE World Champion, and Mil Mascaras is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So there you go.
Because remember, that was the Madison Square Garden fights were huge on Saturday nights.
It's the Mecca. That's the Mecca. Have you ever been in it? You've been in person to Madison Square Garden?
They actually just my grandpa, who was a famous fighter out of Niagara Falls.
Okay.
The last fights was in the legendary.
Darren
How about
White.
that?
Darren White, everyone.
What a story.
1925.
Isn't that wild?
He got to fight. It was a fight for the belt. It was a fight for him then to fight for the belt. And he lost in a 10-round decision that a lot of the sports writers in New York thought he won.
And you said 1920.
That fight
25.
25.
You know who really lost?
That's when they flipped the knuckles back around. Like the Notre Dame's logo.
In all of his promo pictures, he's got the knuckles out.
Nice.
Who really lost, though, was everyone in attendance because of Prohibition.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, the story is my grandpa was a bootlegger and he was murdered.
Oh, no. What a twist at the end.
Yeah, he was murdered in 1934. And I'm actually started writing about it now.
So you went the opposite. You got into the world of justice and law.
Yeah, there was actually, when I was sheriff, there was an article in the newspaper when I started originally doing the research, and it was called Both Sides of the Law.
Oh, how good.
And he was an Irish gangster who took his money that he won in fighting and went to Canada and buy liquor and bring it across and opened up speakeasies. And
would wash it through professional boxing.
After a while, the Italian mafia guys got tired of him pinching their business. And so they took
What was his name?
He was Harry the Buzzsaw White.
I love this so much.
Gosh, dude,
that's so good.
That is the coolest story.
I got a great picture of him, and actually was able to find a picture of him standing in front of his saloon, and it was called the Buzzsaw Cafe.
That's such a bad dude.
He was you love him, but he was not. He was a badass in a lot of different ways.
You're describing the bones of a fantastic major motion picture right here.
Well, that's what it is. I'm actually writing a screenplay.
And I know nothing about screenplays. I know nothing about acting. But here's what I can tell you. I know it's entertaining, and it's nicknames like the Buzzsaw. That's absolutely entertaining.
Yeah. No, and I got it. right there.
Oh, you got the tattoo,
Oh my
Darren?
God.
Darren White's over on KKOB. So you on the long break? Oh, on the sevens.
Yeah, I
on
gotta
the
get back.
sevens.
I
Go
actually
back.
gotta get back. I gotta get back.
What a teaser.
Darren White, thank you so much.
We'll keep you updated on when the Netflix series Buzzsaw
Yeah.
comes out.
He's such a good dude. Darren White fills in on KKOB all the time. The reason he doesn't have like a perma show is because he doesn't want a perma show. Like
He's too busy writing the screenplay.
Oh, God, he's a world of talent. Every time he calls me, it's, hey, I'm into something cool. I'm like, I deal. Let me go with you. Can I? My legs are long, but I don't know if I can keep your strides. It's that kind of thing. So anyway, so a good start to the weekend. That's how I feel.
Sure.
Yeah, we started the show late, but Darren White joined us, and that saved everything. That saved the day. News of the day, as we were going over them, we're going to talk about our favorite basketball player, Fred VanVleet. Obviously, Ja Morant updates. Van found a wicked weird story about cheating and cycling, but not the traditional sense.
Not the old school. Yeah, not the old school kind of cheating.
Yeah, not Armstrong style.
Boy, do I have a story to match this story.
Cannot wait. I watched the USA-Mexico soccer match last night.
Ooh, that ended ugly.
And I tell you what, I live in a world of sports. I didn't even know this thing was going on, so I feel bad. Like, I feel like this should have been more on my radar. So I sat down and watched it last night at a establishment as I was working on some stuff for the university job. Just an energy about that thing, and like you said, an eruption at the end.
In your defense, USA and Mexico play like once a month.
Yes. What am I
like,
supposed to do?
And like 12 different age brackets. So it's not like, well, okay, anyways.
Amory, did you pick like 5 or 6 or 8 NFL stories that we have to talk about? Is there anything important today for me?
There's always something important, Fred.
I got a couple good ones.
The only thing I saw was the Dion stuff. Is there other cooler stuff?
There's also relevant NFL players who are actually playing in the NFL that we could talk about.
Like primetime Deion Sanders?
Hall of Fame.
I mean, we could talk about that too.
That is what we will definitely talk about. Michael Jordan had the worst run in the history of professional sports, or at least the 5th worst run, but he made the most money, so I'm going to say it's an overall win. We'll talk about that,
of course,
at length. Obviously, the Lions are still in the Hard Knocks news. The U.S. Open, some of the guys have come back down to earth, huh?
Told you.
Yeah, you did say that.
Nostradamus over here called it.
You know what's funny about that, though, is were we talking off air? Yeah, we were talking, and I think you were like, "Hey, Fred, they're going to mess with the greens. They're going to mess with the
sure.
They're like they're going to slow this thing down. Like, guys can't golf this fast. That's not good for money." And I kind of buy into those conspiracies.
I mean, my dude, ex-Ander Schaflurfer, he's even so far today, so he's not lighting it up on fire.
No, but he's still 8 under.
But he's also just getting started. So there's that as well.
There is that. So it's going to be a good program today. Obviously, big thank you to John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker for being a sponsor of our studio, I9 Sports, where today we'll sneak in a varsity of some sort. Don't forget, we are going to talk about famous sports dads today. It is a Father's Day weekend. Also, a big thank you to the fathers in our lives, Van Sr. and my father, Randall, for just being such a tremendous and still questioning if this is a real job.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Why don't you just sell cars, Van?
Yeah. Why don't you get a real job?
Yeah.
You could tell jokes at your real job.
The people will laugh to you at the real job. The funniest guy I've ever met does not work in radio. He absolutely works in a warehouse, and he drives a forklift, and he just cuts it up with everyone all day long, and he has no idea just how immensely funny he is.
He's got the dankest memes.
Oh, so the funniest memes.
He's got the best GIFs.
You're passing him in the warehouse on your forklift, and he airdrops you, and you're like, dank!
What?
Thank you. Big thank you to ABQ Axe as well, who had us out yesterday for the program. Lots of friends of the show came out, so it was a fun little turnout yesterday. The 66 Diner, where I got a fun sit down next week. It's a meeting in the mines for Duke City Championship Wrestling. No spoilers, and I'm not trying to endorse someone who's not part of this program yet.
Okay.
Let's just say that Valley Fence and I are going to build a steel cage.
Okay.
Let's just say that your Duke City Championship Wrestling ring will be completely eclipsed in a steel cage with a fun partnership with Valley Fence. It's not set in stone. We're meeting at the 66 Diner to work out the details.
How friggin' exciting.
It's a world of excitement. A lot of irons in the fire. Don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, but I love how you say you don't want to spoil anything and we can't talk about it yet, but you tell exactly what's going on.
Exactly what's happening.
With whom.
We're going to build a steel cage. Okay. And create chaos.
Chaos.
Yes. We'll be at Red Door next Thursday. Big thank you to the Albuquerque Dukes for being a part of the program. We'll be there on Tuesday. Do not forget, Dukes Night is July the 15th.
Come get you some tickets on Tuesday.
5 o'clock.
Hey, and come buy some Dukes merch. It's 10% off everything in the store,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not taking the hit. I am.
Yes,
Out of my own pocket. I'm paying for your 10%
I
off.
like that.
Come put Van in the poorhouse.
Also, we put up about 100 Duke City Championship Wrestling posters around town today. So take a picture with the poster, send it to our social media at TalkABQ, tag us, and we'll put you in a drawing for some free tickets.
Love
to
that.
Duke City Championship Wrestling. That won't be from the show. That will be from the organization. You'll get that directly from them. Don't forget at 5 o'clock, we're going to start the weekend off right with New Mexico's Vodka, Teller Vodka. Let's go to break early. When we come back, a little bit of basketball talk. Obviously, John Morant is in the news. We're going to talk about Fred VanVleet as we've been putting it off all week long.
We have to hit on the official basketball player of 2 Men On.
Fred VanVleet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do. Hey, Marie, I know I cut you off short in this opener, so I'm sorry. I'm excited for you to tell me how important the NFL is all day.
No problems.
If you're
No worries. It's Friday. Yeah.
if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you'll see below Amory's name that says she is ready for a cold one.
Ooh.
I am. I really am. I'm not going
And-
to lie.
Your wish is my command, super producer Amory Castillo, as we got some Teller teas in the fridge and we're
Yeah,
cracking
we're
them
gonna
right at
I
5.
appreciate it.
Big thank you to Darren White who started the program with us.
Yeah.
I
He'll
think,
probably come back.
is that the first time on air? Officially now a friend of the show, Darren White.
Woo! We
There
love
we
Darren
go.
White.
Was he not before?
I don't know.
Yeah,
friend of-
probably.
There's
But it's one of those days going into like a long weekend where the office is really quiet and
Yes.
Darren is like, what are we going to do today? So he's probably going to pop over here just to hang out.
Well, and you are off from the Sports Animal on Monday, but Van and I will be over at KKOB hosting TJ Trout 3 to 6.
And I'll be producing BB's 1 to 3.
Okay. And
So
you're not-
we'll like be around.
Well,
Aw.
ships passing in the night, really.
Yes.
Do you plan on sticking around with us? Is that the plan? It's a hard
no.
no. I already felt
You
that.
already know.
He's
Yeah.
out
It
of here.
was,
301. She gone.
yeah.
255. But I'll say hi.
And a little inside baseball for the friends of the show. Van and I are here for the show, and we're here adjacently a couple hours. Amory is here 40 plus hours a week. Like,
I'm here all the time. So I'm like, I'm out.
Come Friday right now, Amory is ready.
I'm like, Isaiah's coming sometime.
Not soon enough.
No, but I enjoy this.
Yeah?
This is like, why I can't complain doing this as a job, hanging out,
Yeah.
talking
not-
sports and sports adjacent.
Yeah, but
or
also
trying to convince you not to talk about sports.
But also, if you're on the live stream, facebook.com/talkabq, you're already in your Friday night little black dress. Like
I'm
you're
just
ready
like-
to go out.
Ready to
like-
get it.
Since I got here, I've just been pacing.
Yeah, you're like hoodies and jeans the rest of the week. And today you're like, nope,
Uh,
get ready, town.
She got her LBD and her WHHPs.
oh
Ooh.
man.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by the Sandoval County Clerk's Office. The Sandoval County Clerk's Office is dedicated to further improve the accuracy of the voter rolls before the 2024 elections. If a loved one has passed away, please contact their office. Together, we can ensure that voter rolls are accurate and continue to have confidence in our elections.
Well, traffic right now, it's kind of a good news, bad news situation. The bad news, southbound I-25, we're seeing quite a bit of congestion just south of Paseo, and that's going to last until Comanche, so watch yourself going through there. The good news, most everything else in the metro is moving along very well. I-40 is looking good in both directions. Your river crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano all look good. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, traffic's moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Nikola Jokic, best player in the world. A 7-foot dude who can dribble, lead the fast break, who can shoot the three, who can dominate inside, who is as good a passer as we've got in the game. I've heard people bag on his body. He's doughy. He's a potato. He doesn't care. He's not humble. I'm like, what are we doing?
Jokic is the superstar we need in sport. Jokic is the superstar that's going to help balance the NBA.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
WeatherGuard, the name that stands for unmatched security in truck boxes, is now making a name for itself on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series circuit. WeatherGuard is the official sponsor of the safety and security work crews at Speedway Motorsports tracks across the country. Engineered to meet the demands from job sites to race sites, WeatherGuard truck boxes feature double welded seams, weather-tight seals, and high security latches and locks. If it's a job worth doing, it's a job worth WeatherGuard. Learn more at weatherguard.com/truck.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All personal injury law firms are not the same. We all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our injured clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Success is picking up extra shifts for your family. Now you want to be the boss. Success is getting your foot in the door. Now you want to take the next step. Success looks different to everyone, and University of Maryland Global Campus can help you reach your goals. For more than 75 years, we've been transforming adult lives by offering the opportunity to expand your skills, move up, or start a new career. With more than 125 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates, online and hybrid courses, no-cost digital materials replacing most textbooks, personalized advising, financial resources, and lifetime career services, achieving your dreams is more possible than ever before. Now's the time to make your next career move. Our MBA and most graduate cybersecurity courses start July 12th. Gain the credentials and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking and move closer to your career goals. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
The Sports Animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station. Creeper.
What was that one?
Doug DeRocher was just in here because it's a holiday weekend and apparently there's no management around to just keep the door shut. Big thank you to Darren White and Doug DeRocher. Doug says, can you think of a real life Cinderella story, not a movie based Cinderella story? Because he was talking about like, could someone just enter like an open and win an open?
Mm-hmm.
They could, right? Technically they could. It would be far fetched.
Sure.
Old boy hit that hole in one 2 weeks ago and I already forgot his name.
I mean, it's literally happened.
It's happened.
It's John Daly.
Oh, John Daly's that?
Yeah, John Daly did that.
He was unknown before he became known. Don't hit me with that. Everyone's unknown before they become known. Like that.
First off, there's known knowns and there's known unknowns.
Okay.
And there's unknown knowns. And then what
unknown,
I'm really worried about is the unknown unknown.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't know what I done known. Kurt Warner is the one. Kurt Warner is the literally came out of nowhere. Like, I guess technically he played professional. I mean, actually, like Arena League and NFL Europe. Those, I mean, you're actually making money. You're getting paid. You're a professional. But for him to show up after Green Bay cuts him to play for the then St. Louis Rams, create the greatest show on turf with Don Carriel's offense and all that kind of stuff, I think that is the one, if there was a one. But I can't think of a better one.
Was Stan Kroenke the owner at that
No, it was Georgia Fontier. And why do you do that to me, dude?
Well, because
it's the holiday weekend. You're trying to ruin it?
Whenever I think of successful owners who are just who are just geniuses, like
Michael Jordan
in the field, Stan Kroenke comes to mind immediately.
What I want to do
is so good at everything.
I want to turn my knuckles over like Darren Buzzsaw White.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to do a hammer fist punch with my knuckles down into your face, but forward.
It's not how you swing a hammer, but close.
He
just won the NBA championship.
Who did?
A year after
Buzzsaw?
Stan Kroenke. owner of
You're making me
the
very
Denver
upset.
Nuggets.
You're making me very upset.
Won the NBA championship. Last year won the Stanley Cup. Year before that won the Super Bowl. 3 years, 3 championships.
Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of this show hosts Triggers. So
oh, this is a good one.
Van's Triggers, A. Marie's Triggers, and Fred's Triggers. Because Stan Kroenke
is your trigger.
is on my list of triggers.
That's my cleanup hitter for your triggers.
No, don't do it again. It's on my list. So today's I-9 Varsity, I-9 Varsity of Triggers, of specifically the 3 hosts of this show. Hey, Marie, do you have one in the world of comedy? Is there like someone who's like this comedian sucks, and then your blood boils? Does that happen to you?
Yes.
I have that with Tig Notaro. I think
Or
Tig
when
Notaro's so
people
good.
tell me what I can and can't joke about. That's like my biggest pet peeve. I
Mm.
hate that. You can't joke about that. Why?
And you can't come back to ever like respecting or liking them again.
Ever.
I'm like that too.
Same.
I'm like, what?
I'm Freddie Bloodfeud.
You tell me what I can't talk about?
It happens all the time.
Holding a microphone?
Yeah, they tell you it's insane. And the keyboard warriors with the weird avatars.
What is like an egg like on Twitter?
Yeah, or like they just have a weird picture of God knows what.
I would do an avatar.
She's talking about a pride representation. She's talking about like
a bunch of lions?
Like the Tumanon one has a pride.
No, that's not
okay.
what I'm talking
Is that
about.
what
They
you're
just have a
talking
random
Okay.
picture.
That's what my
like your internet picture.
Yeah.
Not like the movie with
It's not a picture of the actual person behind the keyboard.
Because I would reiterate the fact
'Cause-
I saw the first Avatar
with Sigourney Weaver,
and I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
did you watch the sequel?
God no.
I would. If you guys invited me, I would hang out with you guys.
Except for like the blue person pornography adjacent stuff in the first movie.
Okay.
I'm
what?
out.
What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
what are you going
What are you talking about? That guy went into another world just to hook up with a blue chick.
That there's kind of some truth to that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that was
the
an
movie I
underlying
saw.
storyline.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't care for about the. All right, so like, you guys saw Starship Troopers, right? Which is like a satire on All Quiet at the Western Front.
Yes.
And obviously, Avatar is a satire on like the settling
I-
of America.
I don't
Now hold on. It's just a super expensive Fern Gully remake.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
It's about manifest
No, it's
destiny. It
not.
100% is.
Have you seen Fern Gully?
It's about manifest destiny. That's the whole thing's about.
Yeah.
And that's the point in this movie, where at least in Starship Troopers, they like played football for 2 minutes. It's like you go to this whole planet, you're gonna tell me there's no leisure whatsoever. You're gonna tell me there's nothing that any of these people do for fun. They just run in formation the whole time.
Look, you can't have a movie with hot dudes unless there's going to be a time lapse
Of them
scene
playing
where they're
volleyball.
playing some kind of sport,
Sand volleyball.
whether it's sand volleyball or topless football or some kind of, I don't know, topless basketball, bottomless baseball. I don't know.
Are you saying topless basketball because of the Denver Nuggets championship parade yesterday?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that track.
Mhm.
I saw a lot of wrestling belts, Fred.
That's so
Christian
sweet.
Braun, shirtless with a WWE belt and just going behind bars in Denver and just pouring shots into people's mouths.
Hey Siri, who is Christian Braun?
Oh my
Let me get this for you real
God.
quick.
Oh, I got that for you. It's Denver Nuggets Gordon Hayward.
Oh, let's go.
Oh
He's
my
the-
God.
He's the Gordon Hayward on the Nuggies.
All right, so this dude is a bad dude. This is a bad human being. I'm looking right at him.
He's won 1, 2, 3. He's won 5 championships in 6 years.
He's 5 years old.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old, or this photo was taken 22 hours ago. I don't know which.
This kid won
They're
The-
man children.
the state basketball championship 3 years in a row.
In what state?
Goes to college, wins the national championship, goes to the NBA, wins the NBA championship. Kid's a winner. He's like a young white Robert Ory.
You got to figure out where he went to college. Blue Valley Northwest High School. Where is that? He won the Kansas State. Are you joking me? That's like a hard one.
That's the best one.
No, I would say Indiana probably is. The California one's brutal too. As far as state championships of basketball, I think it goes like this. California's probably the hardest.
Because of all the stabbings.
What?
What?
Huh?
Where are you at today?
Oh, I'm right here.
Is it teller time yet? Can we do it earlier?
Van is making
No,
it feel like
5 o'clock. We stand in solidarity with the friends of the show who can't have Teller tea yet.
who
We
is
have them at 5 o'clock.
who is we?
Well, the guy who controls the Teller teas.
Okay. California number 1. I think after that it might be Kansas. I think it's like that close. Maybe Texas would be in the mix.
No, what you do is you X out California, Texas, and Florida, and then have the conversation. Because those are the big 3.
Those are the ones.
For sure. Yeah. Just from population and athletics.
New York, the city, not New York, the state.
See, okay, yeah, New York, the city, not New York, the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Carolina's probably have good college or high school basketball. I don't know that to be true. I think that's true.
I'm assuming.
Chicago produces basketball players like you wouldn't believe. But
just the city.
But just the city.
Everyone else plays ice hockey.
Correct. Because I played in the state tournament in high school in Illinois, and we lost to Chicago schools every single year.
Oh, of course.
We would win the southern part of Illinois because obviously I live just on the east side, like outside of St. Louis, Missouri. But as soon as we would go to Chicago, we didn't pack for the overnight. We knew we'd be back. Unfortunate. Not coming back early to his NBA team is Ja Morant.
Oh, no, he is not. I think the punishment fits the crime. I'm glad that he didn't get a slap on the wrist, and I'm glad that they didn't throw the book at
All right,
him.
give me the crime, or give me the punishment. What is it?
25 games. The first 25 games of the season, the Memphis Grizzlies will not have Ja Morant.
Okay, I agree.
I
want
want
there
best
to
radio, but okay,
I want
cool.
there to be 41.
I'm not laughing.
Exactly half the season was my guess.
41 was my guess.
That was my guess too. Quit agreeing with me.
41 or All-Star game, whichever came first.
41 always.
Yes. So that's what
the All-Star game's weirdly late.
that's when by then you know who your best players are.
You would think.
Yeah, it's not like the joke Major League Baseball one where they do it super early and all the best players are super struggling right now for some reason because hitters cannot figure it out at Major League Baseball today. And if you were to put together an all-star team right now, it'd be a bunch of dudes that people are hearing of for the first time ever.
About half of them.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah,
It's-
I love it. They're all young.
I also super love it, but I don't know how to convey that to the audience. I don't know how to say, hey, go look up a bunch of dudes you've never heard of playing for teams that you're not interested in to see the best baseball.
I think this is like the first generation that the under 27 will beat the over 27. The youth movement in baseball is that good.
Oh gosh, I'm not hating what you're saying. You're talking about the idea that players there will be more Hall of Famers under the age of 27 right now than there will be guys that are currently playing over the age of 27. Is that kind of the sentence you're trying to say?
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish. What I'm saying is if you make the All-Star cutoff 27.
Oh, I see. You mean today.
Today.
Got it. Okay,
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
So entering the major leagues up until 27 years old, this group of players will beat 27 and over right now. That's how good the youth movement in baseball is.
What we need to do is pull up a list. Maybe this is today, maybe this is sometime next week, but we need to get a list of the dudes that we identify as dudes and find their ages. Because I bet if we're real critical. Like if we do the one where like Paul Goldschmidt's obviously a Hall of Famer.
Sure.
Nolan Arenado's obviously a Hall of Famer.
Anyone else that's not a Cardinal you're going to name?
I mean, these are the ones that are obvious.
Okay.
We're naming obvious guys.
Okay.
But is it too early to say that like any of the outfield from the Atlanta Braves is Hall of Famers? I don't know if it's too early to say that. I think
Ron Acuna Jr. stays healthy. He's a unanimous first ballot.
correct.
Yeah.
Juan Soto is still 23.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
It is insane. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was just able to rent a car this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso? Pete Alonso to me?
Hits all the dingers.
Like he's like Mark McGwire, but without
Yeah.
The talent right now in Major League Baseball. And because the talent is so good, the traditional heavy payroll, the traditional buying a guy after he was already 10 years in, the traditional approach that's worked forever, not currently working.
It's over. Extend the studs early.
Yeah.
Ride them till the wheels fall off, and then let them go get that money.
Except for your boy Jose Abreu. What's up?
Oh man, that's rough.
He's terrible,
It's
dude.
hard to watch. He did hit a home run last week, so congratulations. Congratulations to 2020 MVP Jose Abreu.
Within the last 5 to 10 days, he hit one home run. That's what you just told me.
He's had one home run this season.
God.
He was the MVP of the league 3 years ago.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
Got paid, did nothing. Or as I call it, the D Gordon.
Well, he's a manageable contract this year, but he is not pulling his weight.
No, not at all. And there's so many of those dudes right now, too, that have like kind of been there. They've had hey, cool, good job. We're going to give you some money. But teams now are paying you before your arbitration.
Right.
They're paying you like before your rookie deal's up.
Mhm.
You said Acuna Jr. earlier.
I mean, the Braves are the lesson for the class. They're the example for the class.
Yeah.
Extending all these young studs, locking them up. They're not getting peak of the market money, but they're getting PAID paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some of your money has to go to a corporation that bought insurance in you when you were a teenager because your parents needed the money right at the time. So Fernando Tatis Jr., you lose out on millions and millions of dollars, even though your father made millions and millions of dollars when you were growing up, and you should have probably just held your breath for a little bit.
Sure.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. New guy on the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. He's got to fork over millions and millions.
Hey, Marie, I know you don't watch baseball because you
I
like
watch
sports.
baseball.
This De La Cruz kid yesterday went from home to third in, like, I'm not joking, 4 seconds.
I saw that.
It was the wildest. Did you see this highlight?
It's insane.
He pops it.
I thought you didn't watch highlights.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't watch highlights. No. So he pops it to right center. It one hops. It should be a double. There's no other way to say this thing. Standing on third? You wild. We will talk about John Morant whenever we get back.
Okay, let's do it.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You do anything to keep your vehicle happy. Let's make sure it stays running smoothly. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, the right parts are just a click away. When you
It sounds weird in mine too. I'm gonna figure it out.
right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Well, traffic right now, we are starting to see some slowdowns westbound on Paseo as you approach 2nd Street. Those are going to last until the river. Still dealing with that congestion southbound on I-25 just south of Paseo. That'll go until Comanche. Be careful as you make your way through there. JPR Construction Supply not only sells rebar, but now fabricates rebar too. JPR also carries concrete vibrators and stamps, power trowels and plate tampers for sale or rent, and they deliver. JPR in Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. Contact them at jprnm.com. This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with the synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times over rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attention sports fans, this Father's Day, be at the Rio Rancho Event Center, Sunday, June 18th, as the Duke City Gladiators take on the Arizona Rattlers in a thrilling showdown. Bring your dad, your family, and your friends to witness the heart-pounding action of indoor football at its finest. Feel the excitement as the Gladiators battle it out, delivering bone-crushing tackles, lightning-fast passes, and jaw-dropping touchdowns. Celebrate Father's Day with Duke City Gladiators at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Get tickets today at DukeCityGladiators.com. It's a game you won't want to miss. is.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FREE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FREE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FREE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Happy weekend. Tuesday on the opening drive, a U.S. Open champ will break down the best of the weekend from the sports world. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m. on the Sports Animal.
Yeah. You know, this song you can get a paper cut to. You know, something you can lay back.
Happy Father's Day weekend. Shout out to all the daddy-os out there. Man, you got kids.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. babe.
Thank you.
You have kid? You have kids.
I have kid.
You have kid. If you have kids, that means you have goats.
I have a daughter, but I have an adult. I don't have a kid anymore.
She'll always be
My
your
daughter is-
kid.
Of course. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, by age, I have an adult.
I know her pretty well. Maturity-wise, she's
Uncle
older
Fred?
than you.
Maturity-wise, she lapped me like 5 years
She's much more mature than you.
Oh, for sure. In every way. Intelligence,
She's all-
responsibility, maturity,
I'm glad you're bringing these things up. She's much smarter than you.
physical fitness.
Duh.
Yeah, like everything. She's better at everything.
Personality, punctuality,
Yeah.
hygiene, personal hygiene. You don't smell great.
Well, first off, I think that's a tie in
Okay.
between us. Yeah, that's one thing I got going for me.
She's great. You're not. That's the point I'm trying to get to.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I-
you're fortunate to
I
be her
second that motion.
to be her father.
I'm so lucky.
It's almost like all of her success is despite you.
Oh yeah, she went oppo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a good example by being a very bad example.
It's still an example.
Yeah. An example's an example.
Still.
Hey, bad publicity is good publicity, baby.
What voice is that?
I don't know. A
Marie
voice.
Where's the
Of-
teller? Oh, that's 20 minutes away.
Still
Hey, you're itching.
23 of them.
I'm thirsty.
You gotta-
Been here all
What's that,
day.
you performing tonight? Where's the show at?
It's a private event.
Oh God! Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, give us some deets. Who's it
Nope.
for?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna ask a couple questions.
Talk about Tuesday.
You're just gonna say yes or no to these questions, okay?
Can you come now?
Is it the governor?
No.
Okay, so
She's
that-
on her honeymoon or
it's-
something.
oh, interesting. It seems like a honeymoon would need a private party.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think she's not in New Mexico right now.
We don't know.
Mm.
We'll never know.
Okay, where are you going after this?
Yes, we.
Where in not New Mexico?
Yeah, where are you going? Are you booking a flight? Are you catching a flight?
No.
Okay. So this is a local private event.
Yes,
Okay. Now you're performing or you're attending?
I'm performing.
Okay, so she's performing.
Okay.
Okay, so we got this on the list now. Is it sports or sports adjacent?
What's comedy? Sports adjacent?
Or will you be telling sports jokes?
Be both.
Sometime. Tonight I don't think I'm diving into that.
Okay, so it's not sports related. All right,
Okay.
so we're really dwindling it down now. It's tonight. We
We're
have
doing a lot of business events. Where they want a little entertainment.
And I can
Okay.
tell by your look,
Yes.
because you have a strong look today. You look, is
Yeah.
the word striking? That's the word I want to use.
Oh, that's a nice
Sure.
word. Thank you.
Yeah, you look striking. So I'm
Got my
assuming,
hair back tight.
yeah, you got
Like somebody was striking her with a blunt object.
no,
No.
like bad bee energy.
Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely that.
That's
You look today. Let me tell you, you look like a Palmer girl without the red lipstick. How
What's
about
a
that?
Palmer
I'm
girl?
gonna look too. I don't,
First off, how old are you people?
I mean,
Palmer
I'm
girl.
37. Gonna be.
Okay, you do look like a Palmer girl.
Oh, is Palmer on Netflix? It's good radio.
You might have crazy. You're addicted to love.
That's Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
I just Googled it. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
down.
see?
I'm down.
See?
Thank
Nailed
you.
it.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
This is a black tie
I
event.
should,
Is what I'm
definitely shimmy.
hearing. Do you have strong shoulder? Hold on. I thought you were
Got
gonna.
to dip one shoulder to the beat and then do it step side to side.
So if you're on the live stream, you can
It's
see.
awful radio.
Not for me. All right. So where
Do
are we
you want
going?
me to tell you about what's going on in the NFL?
Oh, all right. Give me something. Give me anything.
Okay. Did you know the supplemental draft is coming back since 2019?
The what?
Supplemental
Oh,
draft.
is that when you can take players from other teams?
No.
Oh, I like that one when they do that
It
one.
accommodates players in unique situations.
Oh, like when guys are like, they go to the Army or the Navy Academy or something?
Yeah, most commonly being a collegiate athlete. And they couldn't go to the actual draft or combine. So this is a unique one. And we haven't had it since 2019.
Now, we have been missing it. We talk about that a lot.
Okay.
Let me tell you some notable recent supplemental draft picks. Josh Gordon
I wouldn't say I've been
from
missing
the
it, Bob.
Browns, 2012 round 2. Huh?
Dan's doing Office Space. Can you give him 1 second?
Yeah.
It's okay. No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, how about that interview yesterday when they brought The Wire?
That was. Are you talking about Jimmy Hart?
Yeah.
When I said
No.
that, Jimmy Hart?
No.
Oh, when
the
we
other
said that
guys
with
from
Damian
Comic-Con.
Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a dude.
He's a dude.
I was like, out of all things, he brought Van's favorite show, The
Okay.
Wire,
I almost wonder if Van pulls people aside before interviews.
and tells them that.
Yeah.
Hey,
That happens often.
a little fresh $20 bill in your pocket, buddy.
So Damian Clark
Mention The Wire.
is the voice of apparently like every villain in every gigantic like video game.
Don't get it. Seems so nice.
Yeah, I did. So everyone was talking to me because so many people listen to the podcast. Which, by the way, I love. Find the podcast on Spotify, iTunes. Also, give your boys 5 stars. That helps us a lot. I know it sounds stupid to even ask for, but ratings and reviews go a long way. Like it helps the algorithm. So, yeah, I guess he was a pretty big deal in that world. So it was kind of nice to him.
So, first pick of my supple draft,
Okay.
I would probably go Salma Hayek.
Don't.
But you're accommodating
She
to
is
how are
not
you
mental, though.
accommodating to her?
Well, she bends and moves easily and gracefully. So I'm going to say that's a good pick. I'm going to pick all 5 of the Palmer girls.
Smart.
I think that would
That
be
is
good.
a cheat code. You got to pick one Palmer girl at a time,
The middle one.
unless you get the wraparound pick.
Oh,
Do you know
Serpentine?
this supplemental draft has been around since 1977?
Of course we did not. You only said one player was ever drafted, and Josh Gordon.
No, I have a list.
You don't got to supplement the teams that much anymore because there's way less wars.
Is that part of the equation?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're sending all of our good football players to Nam. We
Wow.
need a supplemental draft.
My favorite Minnesota Viking of all time was drafted by the supplemental.
John
draft.
Randall?
Oh, he's my favorite. Oh God,
See
he's
what I
top
did?
5.
Hey,
He's-
see what I did
yeah, I
there?
saw what you did there.
I
Top
picked
5.
the best one.
He's top 5.
He's the best one. He's way cooler than Jared Allen.
He would call into the show.
Carl Eller.
Not, I don't know if that's good content, but he would call into the show.
Carl Eller, who we interviewed at
No,
the-
it's Chris Carter.
Greatest Viking of all time is Carl Eller.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. All-time NFL sack leader.
Every time he told you the number, it would increase exponentially.
No, our number would increase. He got the number right.
I missed the Carl Eller interview at the Super Bowl.
It might have been our best one.
I know, man. I was
Yeah.
so jealous. You and Robert had sat down with him, and I came back like a couple minutes into the interview. I'm like, I can't sit down here. I can't interrupt this.
I could have talked to Hall of Famer Carl Eller for like 2 hours.
Yes.
Like that gold jacket and the big smile and all of his stories. It was
So-
fantastic.
Have you ever met Carl Eller? Amory?
Sorry, I was dealing with not nice people on the phone.
What's their problem?
I don't know. It's Friday and it's about to be teller time. People are just grumpy.
They upset about the sports adjacent content?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There are a lot of options for listening here in the city, and we appreciate everyone.
And I appreciate people that take the time for that to hate. It's called hate listen. That's what we call it on KKOB.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I think Limbaugh wrote a book on it.
I mean, if you don't have, it's a direct quote. I mean, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
Mahatma
Gandhi. Yeah, thank you.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Michael Scott.
So you're telling me only wide receivers go on this thing? Chris Carter and Josh
Oh,
Gordon?
I'm just telling you who I care about.
Okay.
No, we got Jalen Thompson from the Cardinals, 2019,
No.
round 5.
Sorry, that's not going to help.
Terrell Pryor from the Raiders in 2011.
All right, so I'm familiar with Terrell Pryor because he was a quarterback who was a wide receiver who was a quarterback. Similar to Eric Crouch, who would have been better at it, but the NFL was more sensible with him.
Because of reasons.
Yes.
Yeah. He would have been the best New England Patriot slot receiver.
All time.
All time.
He got wasted in Green Bay, and then he got wasted in St. Louis, and he did nothing.
He would make Wes Welker look like a hobo.
Eric Crouch?
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
So I talked to him not several years ago, but now, God, time flies. He opened up like a company in Nebraska, obviously, selling playground equipment.
Oh, what gig?
Yeah, and he's like a millionaire off of like using his name.
The little rubber foam nuggets. You got to have those.
All right, first of all, it's called Kitty Kush. Everyone knows that. If you go to a playground, the little foam nuggets are called Kitty Kush.
It's called Kitty Kush?
Kitty Cushion.
Where did they start that name?
It's the name of it if you go to buy
Denver, Colorado?
I'm just telling you, I know these things. It's also, I believe it's a carcinogen.
Kitty Kush.
I don't know if that last part's true. It just doesn't seem safe like wood or grass.
That sounds like something you get from a dispensary.
I only want to play on grass.
Because of your ankles.
Because of my ankles.
Yeah,
They get hurt.
Naturally.
When we get back from the break, we're 14 adjacent minutes away from 5 o'clock. So A. Marie can start the evening off right before her allegedly private event this evening. It's very much a public thing. She just doesn't want us at. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, I'm busy this time, so thanks for the invite.
Yeah, we have a lot going on tonight. Like a lot of serious
You
work.
guys are always busy.
It's like
that's a good problem.
Yeah, it's a really good problem.
A Tinder date, a double Tinder date.
So I mean,
Have you guys ever? I was
given
about to
up.
say something terrible.
Have we ever gone on the same Tinder date with a person? Is that what you're about to ask?
Oh no, that happens in Albuquerque. It's a small city.
The answer is yes.
That one has
yes,
100%.
Yeah,
100% happen.
And they say, "I know your co-host," and I say,
And that's really,
I said, "How
they
did
they willingly know.
And I said, "Where did you
That's some
meet
weird
A.
stuff.
Marie Castillo?"
Nice. See what you did there.
Yeah. He's like,
I went to
I know your
I went
co-host.
to high school with her.
You're like, oh yeah,
That's
where's
always the
his
cool-
mole?
Yeah, that's what we say. Where's his
Oh,
mole?
boy.
Tell me mole is what we say. Today's I-9 Varsity, whenever we get back, the I-9 Varsity of triggers so we can run the whole first hour sports adjacent for that one specific caller.
Thanks.
This is how I motivate my life. Blood feuds. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Verizon. Ready to take control of your phone plan? Well, then you better take that next turn to a Verizon store. Because my plan from Verizon is the kind of control we all deserve. Get exactly what you want. Only pay for what you need. Get my plan at your Verizon store today.
Traffic right now, southbound on I-25. We still got that congestion starting just south of Paseo. That's going to last until Comanche. We are seeing slowdowns right now westbound on I-40 between Coors and Unser. That is due to debris in the center lane. Watch yourself traveling in that area. Westbound on Paseo right now, traffic moving slow between Jefferson and the river. And eastbound on Alameda, slowdowns as you approach 2nd Street.
This report brought to you by Keller's Farm Stores.
Stop at Keller's Farm Stores and get Dad ribeye or Delmonico steaks $5 off per pound and house-made sausages half price while supplies last. Keller's has the finest quality steaks, chicken, hamburger, sausages, and seafood in New Mexico. Eubank at Candelaria and Coors at Montano.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. Doing things the hard way doesn't just define the Buffalo Bills' quest for a Super Bowl. The team and star receiver Stephon Diggs clearly have unresolved issues of some kind, but rather than keep it in-house or come clean, they've chosen a middle ground of being cryptic with fans and the media. I doubt it's the last time we hear about trouble in Western New York. I'm Maggie Gray.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/FREE. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Eric Strauss here. Can you imagine how overwhelmed you feel when you're painting a room? How about the entire outside of your house? Just give CertaPro painters a call. They're honest, clean, thoughtful, and they have that attention to detail that you want from a painter, and you don't want to make a mess out of the outside of your home. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. Schedules fill up fast, so act now. CertaPro painters for your home or business.
With every other attorney in town talking about winning and how much they've won, it's time we look at the facts and set the record straight. Lerner Rowe has helped over 150,000 people collect billions of dollars for their injuries, with over $1 billion recovered in the last 5 years alone. We have over 50 attorneys and over 400 legal professionals and their resources to fight for you. The reality is, there's Lerner and Rowe, then there's everybody else.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Have it all with the Disney Bundle. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Watch Avatar: The Way of Water and Secret Invasion streaming soon on Disney Plus.
One last fight.
On Hulu, check out The Kardashians and White Men Can't Jump.
You ready? All right.
Then catch the NHL, UFC, and MLB on ESPN Plus. The Disney Bundle, starting at just $9.99 a month. All of these and more, now streaming. Plans with ESPN Plus starting at $12.99 a month. Blackouts and restrictions apply. 18 plus only. Access content from each service separately. Offer valid for eligible subscribers only. Terms apply.
Is your check engine light on? Let our professional parts people scan and diagnose the problem for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes? Good news. There's a new way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative. Call U.S. Tax Shield, A+ rated with the BBB. 800-391-5063 for your free consultation, and let U.S. Tax Shield protect you from the IRS.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Today's I-9 varsity, the I-9 varsity of triggers for Van, A. Marie, and I. Not a trigger, friend of the show, Richard, who said in the Sports Animal live chat, he thought the greatest Viking was Kirk Cousins, and lots of laughing emojis.
Good one.
Van loves Kirk Cousins.
I love Kirk Cousins.
That's like a weirded out I got from Christian Ponder when we were at the Super Bowl. Did you ever talk about this?
He's
on
kind of
there?
weird.
He's a weird dude. 505-312-4999, league office 280 at i9sports.com. Taking registrations now for basketball, volleyball leagues. They're kind of open. So you guys know how I-9 works. I'm not telling you. I'm reminding you is what I'm doing. Get your kids into something. Summer's here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first.
It's not Randy Moss. It's not Kirk Cousins. The all-time greatest Viking is obviously Eric the Red.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Discovered the Americas.
Yes, he did.
Okay, here's mine.
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm not, that's a bait.
Hey, big guy.
Oh, I hate that too.
I
get the same thing.
That's in real life.
Yep.
We're not doing just the program.
I'm doing triggers.
Oh, we're doing program.
So
I thought we're doing just triggers.
I don't have program triggers. I don't care about anything on air.
Oh.
I only care about whenever people are like, hey, it's cool that you're tall and you're white and you're not from here. Like, guys, I have charisma. I have personality. I have quick wit. I get, hey, big guy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But you're big and you're a guy.
From the Sports Animal live chat, friend of the show, Sandra. One of Van's triggers is being grounded for bad behavior in high school.
Yeah.
It's your mom.
Which was often.
It's
Dan.
Yeah.
It's so sweet that your mom contributes to the show.
Amory, I wasn't the sweet, wholesome guy back
Maybe
in the day.
she's still worried about you, so she comes on here to make sure she doesn't have to ground you anymore.
Obviously, she's constantly very worried about me.
Don't trigger me, Mom.
I have 41 years of a series of bad decisions that led me to right here, right now.
But one cool daughter.
Okay. Yep. Redeeming qualities.
There you go. What do you got?
When you disparage The Wire, it burns me. It burns.
I didn't know we
me
were doing the
to-
program. Okay.
Burns me to my core. I mean, this is the I-9 varsity. You make it whatever you want, Amory. But when Fred disparages the greatest program in the history of television, taught in colleges for its excellence, The Wire. It really grinds my gears, Amory.
What college?
All of them.
No. Amory?
Mine is just programming, not just YouTube, but just being in sports media in general. And men, they're like, I'm not sexist. And then they're like the most sexist ever. And they only talk to me about either my team or my team-in-law.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
It's like, it like irks me to, I mean, of course I want to talk about my team or my team-in-law, but they think that's all I know. Like, I don't know anything else because I'm a woman. It like drives me up a wall.
Because I know this is a trigger for you. I know this in real life. I only talk negatively about your team.
No, I know, but I know you. But I know you, so I know what you're doing. But I'm talking about like just the average person who knows who I am or listens to me or.
Well, that
whatever.
one, I like how that one is really interpersonal, directed to you. Because my next one is people who talk on speakerphone in public, and that has nothing to do with me. But the amount of rage that overcomes me when I hear them talking to a person that is not present to me.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for the short list?
Man, this was too. We got to do another segment on this because
You being triggered.
Yeah.
Syracuse, Loyola University,
Okay.
New Orleans, Washington State.
Oh, I love New Orleans.
Did you hear that one? Washington State, your alma mater, teaches
go,
classes
Duke.
on the wire. Duke University, Middlebury College. You ready for the piece de resistance?
Why are you so mad at these colleges? Did they lose you money in
The
betting?
Wire. The Wire is taught at Harvard. Harvard.
Whenever we get back, we continue.
Can you tell I get triggered?
I would
Can you
like to
tell?
continue with this.
I'm very much triggered.
Amory takes over the programming. We can trigger. It's also we're gonna pop tellers. Good start to the program, y'all.
Yeah, baby.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by the New Mexico Gay Men's Chorus, nmgmc.org. Join the New Mexico Gay Men's Chorus, the Zia Singers, and Rio Rancho Youth Chorus for the Southwest premiere of To Shiver the Sky. This oratorio on man's fascination with light and the heavens comes Saturday, June 17th at Pope Joy Hall. Info at nmgmc.org.
All right, traffic right now, still seeing some slowdowns on I-25 southbound. That's getting a little better, though, but still right around Osuna, you're going to run into those slowdowns. Those are going to last until Montgomery. Westbound on I-40, traffic still moving a little slow between Coors and Unser. We had some debris in the road a little earlier in that area. Westbound Paseo right now, traffic moving slow between 2nd Street and the river. Also dealing with a little bit of a slowdown southbound on Coors at Montano.
This report is sponsored by STEM.
Humans can do a lot of amazing things.
Fighting bugs? Ew, a bug, get it. Isn't one of them. STEM is powered by active ingredients found in plants to fight off bugs safely and effectively when used as directed. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. There are a few better things in all of sports than a good victory parade. And the Nuggets proved that once again yesterday because Denver put on an all-timer. I'm talking about my guy, Michael Malone. Absolutely right. The champ is here. And the champ definitely made his presence felt yesterday. He wasn't just a parade MVP. Michael Malone put on the greatest head coaching performance in a victory parade ever. I love him as a guy. I love him as a coach. He comes on our show all the time. But even I had no idea he had that gear in him. But don't get me wrong, the entire team got after it yesterday. These dudes were up on stage, shirtless and ripping fireballs straight from the bottle, shotgunning every beer in sight and hosing down fans with champagne. 500,000 showed up for it. History was made and nobody deserved it more than Denver. They waited nearly a half a century for it and showed up and showed out, and it was beautiful.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque.
The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station,
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
I make it hot to death.
Big thank you to Jimmy Hart, who sent me a super nice little, what is that, like a promo pic, man? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Also signed one of the official posters for Duke City Championship Wrestling. July 15th, doors at 6, ring bell is at 7:30 at the historic El Rey. Also, we're working on having music before. We're going to do a little live concert before.
Oh, I love that.
Official after party at Inside Out afterwards, so come hang out with your boys.
Yesterday, I learned who Jimmy Hart was. Who were those two big greasy dudes in front of him?
That's Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were part of the Hart Foundation alongside Owen Hart. And it was just one of the best. It was just simply one of the best.
I like that they're man enough to wear pink. That's very cool.
Signature look. We're continuing the pet peeves segment because what did I say? Pet peeves? The triggers segment. Because it triggered A. Marie that we ended it too early.
Or it triggered Fred that I acted like I didn't know who Jimmy Hart was, and then now he's furious and has to continue this conversation.
I opened my teller already. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I knew you're like, I like the cool thing where it's like, whoosh.
Hold on, like this.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah.
All right, I got mine.
We stand in solidarity with you, Burqueños, friends of the show, loyal listeners. Until you get a teller tea, we will take it upon ourselves to drink one at 5 o'clock every day.
When do they get them?
Super soon.
It's like super soon.
I kind of hope not too soon because I kind of like this 5 o'clock
the
ritual.
exclusivity of us
My
having.
body kind of craves it.
Are you having one of the vodka hard teas right now, Amory?
Yes.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I told you I want to use this as birdie juice.
What is that?
Golf. When you call
Oh,
birdie
yeah, yeah.
juice.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I like that.
Birdie juice is because I drink just like kind of like at weddings or open bars. It's drinks I usually wouldn't drink maybe on the regular, but it's
Yes.
like so refreshing, so good. Like I would definitely. This is a golfing drink.
I like that I'm getting to know you better because I agree with all that.
Birdie juice.
Also, here's a trigger for me. When I don't know cool words like birdie juice, I feel like I'm left out. It upsets me. It angers me. Earlier, you had a bunch of acronyms, or what did you have earlier? WBDP, or what was it?
Oh, yeah, WHHPs.
What is that?
Your A. Marie's going to go out. She's got her LBD and her WHHP.
I don't know what that is.
Her little black dress and want to hump pumps.
Oh.
Hump pumps.
Yeah, want to hump pumps.
Dang, A. Marie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know about
Not fully ready yet, but
it's on my
halfway there.
That's on my trigger list. When I don't
After
know.
this teller tea. Am I right?
After this teller.
Hey-o.
When I don't know cool colloquialisms.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
I googled what's the most common trigger.
It's got to be slow drivers, right?
Disapproval of criticism, betrayal, and rejection.
Oh, those are like heavy.
I'm like, oh, I thought we were doing fun.
One of my biggest ones in this time of misinformation.
When we get interrupted during a conversation?
People don't check their sources.
Totally.
Check your sources. It is so easy.
That's a super good one.
Me and Fred have a mutual friend. He's been my friend for over 20 years, and he's probably listening right now. And he is the catfishiest internet dude in the history of misinformed guys. He gets fooled by something once a day, and he'll text me an article or some crazy comment. And I'm like, this is not true. You should Google these exact words and see what pops up.
Hey, Marie, did you know that they
Lied.
transfused hummingbird blood into a runner in South Africa, and he was able to run the entirety of the continent in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, but these are 27 unique triggers I looked up, and one of them is having, these are my favorite ones, having to poop at work. I'm looking at a
what?
Hey, now hold on. You're on to something here.
saying hello or goodbye at work.
I used to not
Laundry? What's wrong with people? These are the highest percentages I'm looking at in
Interesting.
polls.
I used to check out of school to go drop a deuce. It's way different now in adulthood. I don't care. But there was a time in my teens where I wouldn't deuce it up at the edificio.
Well, and I felt like at work, like when I was a kid, like as a teen, that was like getting paid to do that. And I was like, I want to.
Yeah.
I want to spend a couple minutes not working.
I get a nickel. Boss gets a dime.
So very good.
That's why I drop a deuce on company time.
That's insanely correct.
Yes.
Joining us on the program, friend of the show, Wayne. And by like a little bit, Wayne is a little bit of a trigger for me in his own way. So Sports Animal Hotline, Wayne, welcome to the program.
Thanks, as always, man. I appreciate it. For the I want to jump on the whole pet peeve thing, especially when it comes to sports. I hate when the analyst always talks in like absolutes, especially when it's something that's recent. Like, this is the best team ever, and I'm guaranteed to say this. Or they talk about, oh, this is going to be the most important game of all of history. I'm like, just because it's recent doesn't mean it's the most important, and just because it's the hot topic doesn't mean it's absolute. So it's frustrating to sometimes see that, because you hear it every game, you hear it every event, you hear it every time.
Me every day.
This is the best every time, and I get you have to sell it, but to my pet peeve, I hate when they kind of do that, because it's like, come on, this is really not the best.
So you
and LeBron,
Wayne, you would prefer whenever they started the U.S. Open yesterday that they wouldn't be like, it's just one of 137.
I would respect that more. Yes, like, hey, there's some good players. It's not as good as the past, but it's definitely entertaining, and there might be some stuff that could happen. Yes, like sell it in a realistic way. Don't pitch me BS just to make me buy, because sometimes it might. Then you have high expectations, and then you're slightly disappointed, right?
Oh, I agree completely. Like, I love me some hyperbole. I love me some excitement, but this isn't the best thing that's ever happened. The thing's happened over and over again. And to piggyback on your comment, my sports pet peeve is, oh, you couldn't write a story like this. Yes, you could. It is so easy to write a story like this.
Yes,
You could never
I've
write
thought this story 10 times.
Every Hollywood writer couldn't write an ending like you just saw tonight, people.
And Wayne,
yes, they could.
And Wayne's like, I just saw that exact same story, but in a different sport.
Yes.
And you're like, oh,
Some guy wrote Star Wars. You think he couldn't write the ending of a baseball game?
Right,
Yes.
and Harry Potter is just a bad version of Star Wars, right?
Exactly.
With dumb lightsabers.
Which has been
That's
proven.
another story.
Well, in the example, Wayne, before we cut you loose, but the example is literally this happened earlier this year, the World Baseball Classic. Every single person that we talked to said, wouldn't it be crazy if in the bottom of the ninth, because he can only get one out remaining, that Mike Trout and Shohei, literally every person
Spoke it before it even happened. Yeah.
then it happens.
I agree.
Right?
It's always good talking to you, man. You guys have a good week.
Be good, brother.
weekend.
Hey, happy Father's Day if it applies to you, Wayne.
I appreciate it. It does. Thank you. You as well.
Oh, that was good. Because I also don't like in sports how they're at like post games. They'll go on and be like, oh, to the losing team, like, oh, so what happened? How come you lost?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can. It's okay.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, and if you lose, it's okay to go to the microphone and say, "Hey, sometimes you can do everything right and still get your ass kicked."
Mm-hmm.
That's an okay thing to say. That is a very okay thing. All right, I got a trigger, you guys. Are you ready?
Okay,
this is my own. Is it my turn, Amory, or yours? It's my turn. So here, I got one. I-9 varsity of triggers. I get insanely triggered when I'm not instantly good at something that I don't practice.
Okay.
So if it's like billiards or darts or throwing axes or cornhole or frisbee golf or anything where it's like I put zero effort into practicing, but I recognize this thing is easy, but I'm not insanely good at croquet or whatever. I'm like, I should be better at bocce ball. I put no work or effort into trying. That triggers me.
Okay. A direct example is you golfing the last couple years.
I put zero practice in.
You tried it once. You know, anybody could do this. And I'm like, Fred, this is very hard.
Yes.
This is going to be insanely difficult and you're going to hate it. And you quit golfing.
I don't like it.
Almost immediately.
It's not fun.
Because you're not immediately good at it.
Also, it's just hanging out with you. And I get to hang out with you all the time. I don't want to pay someone else for the privilege of it. And to be fair,
I like
we're throwing a lot of greens fees out there. But the point is,
sure.
No, it's not for me. Same thing with video games.
Okay.
Say like
unless you're immediately good at them.
Unless I'm immediately good at them,
and then they're fantastic.
And then they're that's at expectation.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Next on my I-9 varsity of triggers, I'm going to go with but. And when it's used one specific way, and I know everyone out here knows exactly what I'm talking about. When somebody says something like, I'm not racist, but, and then says something insanely racist. You know, I'm not sexist, but, and then goes on and says something insanely sexist. That's like, you're setting yourself up for failure. And now I have to sit here and listen to you lie to yourself.
Correct.
Yeah. It is infuriating.
Amory, one last one before we go to break.
Sure. Me?
Amory's like, I don't know, cutting in lines. Yours has got, I know yours is hecklers. Just say it.
Oh, no, I like a heckler.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind him.
How about this one for you? And just, if I'm wrong, tell me to forget myself. How about whenever people give you unsolicited stand-up advice?
I hate it so much. or there's just like casually two things that, okay, now you've opened it. Okay, so now two things that really bother me as a stand-up comedian, like professional too, is people will meet me and they'll be like, oh, my friends tell me I should be a stand-up comedian all the time. I think I should do it. Or they come up to me and they tell me what I should talk about or what I shouldn't talk about.
Shouldn't would drive me insane.
I'm like, they're like, you cannot talk about that. I'm like, okay.
And then Amory says,
then I do.
I know it's June, but
Exactly. Can't tell someone what to say or what not to say. Tell me a joke.
This whole bit started because there's a guy who calls the show all the time and tells us that we suck. And the point, we don't. Like, we know what the numbers are.
It's just it's just funny because he calls all the time.
All the time.
Thanks for the help of the ratings.
Like, if someone asks, are you familiar with this thing? This
A
person,
million sports shows you can watch right now or listen to.
all over the country.
Million podcasts.
You know what's different about this one here in this market? This show's being done all over the country. It just hadn't been done here yet.
Sure.
Like, cool. Here's an introduction of a refurbished idea. Please laugh with us.
Yeah.
Sports is not that serious. It's the playground of life.
To unnamed hater, which we won't give any credit.
No.
I make Taylor Swift jokes. I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift. You know what's not number one on my Spotify? Taylor Swift. I don't talk crap about Taylor Swift and then listen to her music ad nauseum.
I have not secretly been watching The Wire to learn every small detail about it so I can break it down analytically to Van. I've not been doing that. That'd be wild.
That would be crazy.
But also, I would do that. That's a thing I would do. Got lots of sports to catch up on. Little NFL. Who's Jamar Mahomes?
Okay.
No, what?
He can't read my handwriting.
Okay.
Jamar Chase and
Jamar
Patrick
Chase.
Mahomes.
We'll play the audio for you,
Let's
Fred.
hit that right when we get back, because that's a good one.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report brought to you by Keller's Farm Stores.
Get Dad the perfect Father's Day gift from Keller's Farm Stores. Delicious ribeye or Delmonico steaks, $5 off per pound, and house-made sausages half price while supplies last. Keller's, Eubank and Candelaria, and Coors and Montano. What a great way to say thanks, Dad.
Well, we are still seeing some slowdowns. I-25 southbound. Those are going to start around Osuna. They'll last until Montgomery. Eastbound on I-40. Things moving slow between 12th Street and the interchange. Southbound on Coors. I got a little bit of a slowdown as you approach Montano. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Traffic's moving up to speed in both directions.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club.
Our state's best golf course, voted on by golfers, is Sandia Golf Club. Committed to providing the best experience and best conditions to golfers of all levels. There's nothing like it. Visit sandiagolf.com for the best available rates and to book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than your
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with the synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times over rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attention sports fans, this Father's Day, be at the Rio Rancho Event Center, Sunday, June 18th, as the Duke City Gladiators take on the Arizona Rattlers in a thrilling showdown. Bring your dad, your family, and your friends to witness the heart-pounding action of indoor football at its finest. Feel the excitement as the Gladiators battle it out, delivering bone-crushing tackles, lightning-fast passes, and jaw-dropping touchdowns. Celebrate Father's Day with Duke City Gladiators at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Get tickets today at DukeCityGladiators.com. It's a game you won't want to miss.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 1/3 of adults did not receive their recommended cancer screening tests. The result will be later stage diagnosis, more complicated treatment plans, and a greater mortality and morbidity for New Mexico families. Casa Esperanza's Honky Tonk for Hope, Health, and Healing is urging you to get screened. An early cancer diagnosis gives you the best chance for successful treatment and a greater chance of survival. Set up appointments for all your cancer screening tests today. Your family will be glad you did.
Don't miss the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Player in the NFL with very little hesitation, you said
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Everybody knows that. Yeah, that's easy. MVP.
He said Pat.
Who said Pat?
Joe.
Pat who?
Ouch.
Well,
I love it though. Go with your boys. I love it.
Yeah, you got to have your boys back. But your boy said the other guy.
Should have said you.
And then the Kansas City Chiefs got their really cool rings last night. Their Super Bowl rings. So, Mahomes was like talking trash on the Twitter, showing them the ring.
They got their Super Bowl rings like not at a ceremony on the field?
No, they got a really cool party last night.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, private party.
It's crazy. They open it. Got to see the whole shebang that went with the ring.
What does that mean? Like a piñata exploded?
No, they opened a box. It was like virtual, and their ring, and then there was like a cool display with their Super Bowl ring.
Like Apple produced it, that kind of thing?
Probably.
That is kind of cool. I think in sports, the one is the NBA, I think is the really good example. Whenever you start asking like about all-star teams, or you start asking about like best players, there's always kind of this idea that players know who the best players are. So you don't need like teams or Pro Bowls or whatever. The NFL does a terrible NFL players list is voted on by the players. It's stupid. It's like the stupidest thing of all time.
Oh, I love arguing about it. So thanks.
Do we argue about it?
Yeah, we do.
We've been doing the show a long time. I don't know if we give any credence to anything outside the top 10.
We did an hour on it last year.
Yeah, on the top 10, right?
Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, though, who cares? You going to tell me the top 100? No.
Oh, my God. Jamar Chase has to be higher than 67.
What? Who cares about what's going on after the 20s?
Who cares about what's going on after the 20s?
Yeah.
Like nobody. If you're not, to me, you do it based on the number of guys that start a game. So if it's the NFL, we could do the best 22 guys. Cool. Baseball, best 9 guys. Basketball, best 5 guys. Like that's the only thing that matters. Once you get to a list longer than that, it's a stupid list. Because now you're talking about what? Backups.
Mm-hmm.
They're not actually backups.
I mean, you got to squeeze in an honorable mention here and there when they're deserving of praise, but anything after a top 10, it's like, give me a break. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
And in every league, you end up with one where there's one guy that's that guy for extended periods of time. In the NFL, it was Tom Brady for 20 straight years, except for 1 year in 2006 when it was Devin Hester.
Sure.
Like, that's how this thing works. Since 2005, LeBron James.
Except for maybe the last 2 years.
Who you go with there? Jason Tatum?
Oh, Nikola Jokic, obviously.
God, he's so good, dude.
So good. Second highest per all time.
Per what?
That's it's basically NBA's WAR. Per is like WAR in basketball. Number 1 all time, obviously Michael Jordan. And the past year, Nikola Jokic has surpassed LeBron James as number 2 all time in per.
What is that short for? Points, errors, rebounds?
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably something stupid like efficiency or something, right?
It's XWOBA.
I swear to God, dude.
Expected weighted on base average. It's your depending on your launch angle and your exit velocity.
You sound like Josh Sushan right
and
now.
then you yes.
You know, the Albuquerque Isotopes lead the PCL and hard hit balls directly at defenders. No, they don't, Josh.
That's the nicest thing you ever said to me. Did I sound like Sushan? Like, oh my God, what a compliment.
I'm in the booth the other day with Sushan, and I'm like, Sushan, I wish I had like half the talent you have professionally. But I wish I had none of the burden that you have personally. I could not endure.
I mean, that's goes with the talent.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Heavy lies the crown.
Right. Not all of us can have the work-life balance that I have, which is just life.
Mm-hmm.
Where every single day of my life is a movement towards a hobby that generates me money, ignoring all my personal strides and accomplishments. They don't exist.
Oh, the failures just melt away.
I forget about them as soon as they happen.
For sure.
Yeah. I saw a guy walking down the street the other day on a hot day. He pulled out a Otter Pop out of his pocket, bit the tip off, and just started eating an ice cold Otter Pop that he pulled out of his pocket. And I go, I'm not doing it right.
No.
I'm not living life the right way.
And okay, yeah, you're talking about all of life.
Yeah.
Not just having an Otter Pop. It made you put everything in perspective.
I meant to text you. They sell Fred Light popsicles now.
Now hold on.
What are you doing? Is there a breaking news noise yet?
I've had like margarita pops.
Let's see.
Like they're
No.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we'll get there. Are you not labeling these? Are you just hitting them at random?
So what I believe has happened is A-Marie has presented fake news to the program.
no, I swear. There is beer popsicles, and I saw Fred Lights, which I was told and informed and educated the other day that that's just light beer.
It's a seltzer thing. This is amazing.
It's not just seltzer. I saw Coors Light ones the other day.
Yeah, Coors Light rolled them out for this summer.
Beer popsicles.
You can get.
You're welcome.
You can get Coorsicles.
Ah, damn it! I need this. You know, it gets hot. This would solve hot.
I know.
Or now, hear me out. You just drink a beer.
Oh, interesting. I have two hands, idiot.
Okay. Or I could have a 40 of Coors Light, or at least a tall boy, and then a lemon lime Otter Pop. And then now I got me a little mixy boy.
And right now, every friend of the show at home with a wife who has an Etsy is like, you make beer popsicles yourself, idiot.
Yeah. Or she's just immediately started sewing Coorsicle popsicle holders. Boom. You're welcome.
People mix them with cream sodas. Oh my God, this is so smart.
Okay. Now, this is just sounding grosser by the second. Just drink a beer and have a popsicle separately.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool.
They're called Coorsicles.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Sorry. I thought you knew.
No, how would I have known about
I meant to text you.
You saw them in a store?
No, I saw my friend having one on social media.
Do they live in this town so we can confirm that this thing is in this town?
No, they're traveling, but I will do some research. And maybe you could tell her maybe they should make a little popsicle.
They're made, Van, these things look just like Otter Pops.
I know. Yes. That's what made me motivated and inspired me to tell you.
All right. It goes in this order.
Okay.
Men's league softball.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey. Okay, never mind. I'm back in.
On
You
these
know
beer
who the
sickles?
spokesperson is?
No.
Who?
Dickie V.
Dick Vitale's the spokesperson.
Oh, this just gets better.
So good.
Let's go, baby. I love this.
Coolsicle is the prime time player, baby.
That's a good one. What are we doing on Tuesday at 5:00?
Having a crucicle.
Yes, we're forgetting completely about Teller.
No, how dare you? Watch your
We
mouth.
don't forget about
Oh,
them.
two hands. That's right. Come 5:30, the show will be
There's
loose.
a couple hours in.
I don't hate
program.
this plan again. It goes.
The next hot day when you guys are remote somewhere and you have to be outside.
Ice House Park.
Yeah, we should tell
Jim Grego?
Forrest, yeah, and Jim Grego.
Yeah, this is excellent. Everything just got much better.
Still sounds gross. I'm back out. Just
Have
give me a Teller tea. You guys eat your stupid beer popsicles. I'll have a Teller tea. Thank you very much.
I'm not trying to be this guy with your energy right now, but I feel like through my years of youth, I've drank. I've consumed beers out of a freezer before.
Sure.
I remember those as being good. Or am I being
I like when
foolish?
there's no. I like so when I'm drinking beers, I like to put one in the freezer so it's a little frost when you open it.
Yeah, a little frothy boy.
Little frothy boy.
You're just freezing out the water and making
Okay.
a flat, cold beer after.
We're not asking for you to bring down the
Yeah,
party.
Yeah, Bill Nye. What are you doing? Is this Beekman's World?
We
over there?
have Teller Teas right here.
No, I know, but but he also talks about Fred Lights all the time. So I thought this was very important information for
This
the
is-
future.
This is arguably the most important thing that Amory's ever brought to this program.
I got Antonio Brown news next.
Whenever we get back, Amory derails the program again with NFL updates because Antonio Brown, is it arena updates? Is it arrest updates?
It's both.
Of course it is.
Nice.
There's like two dudes in this world that you should never, ever allow to owe you money. One is Donald Trump, and the other one we're going to talk about whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing Services help small business print big. Now get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends July 1st. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where your prints are perfect guaranteed.
Well, we are still seeing some slowdowns. I-25 southbound. Those are going to start around Osuna. They'll last until Montgomery. Eastbound on I-40. Things moving slow between 12th Street and the interchange. Southbound on Coors. I got a little bit of a slowdown as you approach Montano. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Traffic's moving up to speed in both directions.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Summertime savings are now available at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas. Save with low-rate financing as low as 0.9% on select Buicks and GMCs, even the best-selling Sierras. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas. QualityDeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Look at going under in Atlanta. I'm Erin Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Rockies and Braves face off in Atlanta today, and the total has reached double digits. The BetQL model thinks this has gone a little too far and has under 10.5 as a 5-star best bet. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
Attention sports fans, this Father's Day, be at the Rio Rancho Event Center Sunday, June 18th, as the Duke City Gladiators take on the Arizona Rattlers in a thrilling showdown. Bring your dad, your family, and your friends to witness the heart-pounding action of indoor football at its finest. Feel the excitement as the Gladiators battle it out, delivering bone-crushing tackles, lightning-fast passes, and jaw-dropping touchdowns. Celebrate Father's Day with Duke City Gladiators at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Get tickets today at DukeCityGladiators.com. It's a game you won't want to miss. Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
Ah, the smell of fresh cut grass. Just Sprinklers has drought-tolerant bluegrass to cover your whole yard or fill in the dead spots. Ask the experts at Just Sprinklers how to install it yourself. The yard of your dreams is at the store near you. Visit JustSprinklers.com.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I gotta change the oil in my car.
Right now, get 5 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for only $34.99.
Get in zone.
And what do I do with my old oil?
We can recycle your used oil for free.
Get in zone,
And I might need some help.
No problem. We have helpful how-tos at AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Casino at the Downs hosts Summertime Cash Monday through Friday, noon to 10 p.m. 3 winners every 2 hours. Each win up to $900 cash. Enjoy random promos daily and our cash giveaway weekends only at Casino at the Downs, Louisiana and Central. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino is hiring, and some positions include a cash bonus. We're looking for great people to work in a fun environment for security, slot tech, surveillance, and many more. Join the winning team. Visit abqdowns.com/careers for listings.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Happy weekend. Tuesday on the opening drive at U.S. Open Champ. We'll break down the best of the weekend from the sports world. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m. on the Sports Animal.
Hey, Marie.
Yes,
How was BV's show today?
it was great.
Did he make mention of me being on Bob Clark this morning talking about Duke City Championship Wrestling?
He did.
Was it in a positive note?
No, he's talking great things about your wrestling.
Oh,
he
good.
just thinks he thinks you owe him being on the big sticks. You've stood up him a couple times, and so he wants you to make it up to him.
I will make it up.
And he
to him.
really enjoyed the Jimmy Hart interview.
I gave him a T-shirt today. I took a Duke City Championship Wrestling T-shirt. I held it out from my body with my extended hand to him. He did not reach his hands out. I then dropped it. It fell across his front of his chest into the floor.
Okay, then he wiped the bottom of his boots off on it. What you need to do is get some patches and make him a 1-of-1 Duke City Championship Wrestling plaid pearl snap shirt.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
That's what you got to do.
I thought you were going to say coveralls. I was also into that.
That's good too.
Bibs would have worked.
Okay. Is he a bibs guy?
I feel like when he's...
Is he a welder?
Well, he's down on the farm a lot.
Okay.
Bibs are welding, or is that farming?
I think overalls
He's
are
a rancher.
farming.
He's a rancher.
Okay.
I don't know the difference.
That's what
I'm gonna
farmers
yeah,
say.
Come on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah, I'm not a receptionist.
Yeah, uh-huh. I'm not a stewardess. I'm a flight attendant.
Yeah, I'm a sales associate, not a cashier.
Yeah.
People are like, I'm a chauffeur.
Yeah.
Homeboy, you drive Uber.
I'm a waste engineer.
Yeah. Oh, garbage man?
Oh, you janitor?
Yeah, is that what you're
Okay,
talking
cool.
about?
Cool.
Also, my brother is a waste engineer.
Okay.
Kind of a super cool job.
All right.
Yeah. When he was younger, like when he was like establishing himself, he would go whenever he would pick up trash and everyone would put their pizza boxes on top and he would rip off the pizza points from the boxes.
Oh, so smart.
And then he would get free pizzas because he would have points from all the boxes.
Genius.
I tell you what, inspiration.
Pretty smart for a waste engineer.
Is he smarter than the owner of the arena football team? Where's Antonio Brown's football team, Emery?
Okay, this is great. So can I just tell you the whole background? Because I didn't know he owned. It's the Albany Empire, which is the capital of New York.
Yeah, I got a
Albany?
weird buzz, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that is.
All right, that's all right. Keep going.
Okay, so the National Arena Football League kicked the Albany Empire out of the league Thursday after team owner Antonio Brown, he owns 94% of the team, failed to pay either a required fee or a fine he received after recent public comments. They have tried everything and held an emergency conference. He is supposed to play on the team as well. He showed up to practice last Wednesday and just nothing has happened.
No, did they not put like a credit card on file whenever he bought the team?
No.
Oh, God, no.
I don't know how that works. I don't know.
Van and I use a lot of vendors, and the thing we always say is, so do we need to do like a credit app or like what's up? And they're like, no, just plus 90. Like, you can't do that to Antonio Brown.
Not Antonio Brown.
He's a liar.
Have you noticed history Have you seen this rich history of Antonio Brown doing stupid bleep? Yeah. Don't trust that guy.
Here's my thing.
He'll put his dong on your shoulder.
Oh, he's so weird.
So weird.
He hasn't made it. It's CTE. What else can it be?
100%.
It's 100% CTE.
His dad was a legend in Arena Football League too, which I had no idea.
Okay, it's not. We've been over this 100 times.
Eddie Brown.
Not impressive to be a legend at something that no one else is trying to be a legend at. That is not a redeemable quality.
I think there's some people trying to be legends of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think a lot of guys are trying to be the number one Arena Football League wide receiver?
I think they
Hold
would-
up.
they
I'm
would-
assuming he's a wide receiver. Amory, was he a wide receiver?
It just says Brown's father, Eddie Brown, was a legend in the former Arena Football League and starred for the Albany Firebirds.
Oh my God, the same town disrespecting his father's name on this weekend. It's Father's Day on Sunday, Antonio.
He was an offensive specialist, which means he played all the positions.
Nice. So he's Christian McCaffrey.
And then, their MVP Arena, Albany County's executive committee released a statement. They are refunding all season ticket owners. So no one
That's dozens.
fear.
Of people. That's dozens.
Literally dozens.
Also, did you know that one time Eddie Brown had to miss a game in 2000 due to having to be at the custody battle for his daughter?
I did not know that. Thank you for the update.
Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Is that Antonio Brown's father, Eddie?
That is correct.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure which one because I don't know what his name is.
Eddie Brown was inducted into the AFL Hall of Fame in 2011, and it looks like the hyperlink to that induction does not work anymore.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
Because of the lawsuit.
One would assume. One would assume.
By the way, I'm not a big New York guy. I'm not a big East Coast guy.
You mentioned.
Albany looks lovely. What a quaint little historic East Coast town. It's adorable.
I don't think it's on the coast.
30 Eastern Seaboard town. New England town.
It's like not close to a coast. It's like not even.
It's just 30 short miles.
No, it's not.
30 short miles southeast of Schenectady. Another lovely historical New York juncture.
Are you trying to say Syracuse?
No, Schenectady. I know how to say words.
It's like dead in the middle of the state. Like there's no water around it at all.
That is not in the middle of the state.
Yes, it is.
It's directly north from New York. It's on the eastern border of the state.
Do you think north of New York is more coast, or do you think that's land?
East Coast. It doesn't.
I
have to
love
be,
this.
It doesn't have to be on the coast.
I love that your understanding
Is
of New York.
East Coast?
I love that
Yes.
your understanding of New York
Is
is
Pennsylvania East Coast?
stops at 5 boroughs.
Is Delaware East Coast? Okay, Delaware is very much East Coast.
Oh, it very much is.
Literally, is Maryland East Coast?
I mean, it at least touches the ocean, unlike Albany.
The only state that is all coast is Florida. You can't have it all.
That's not true. It touches Georgia. The only state that's all coast is Hawaii.
I have Dallas Cowboy news unless you want to unless you want to wait for Isaiah.
No, we don't. care about
Isaiah's
him.
coming in like half an hour.
Allegedly.
We'll see.
Give us this Cowboys news before we go to break.
How the Cowboys can re-sign 3 of their star players.
Okay.
It's very important.
Give it to me.
Cooper Rush first.
No, it's Dak Prescott.
Boo.
Very, very close, man.
Why do they have to re-sign him? He's already signed.
Well, is this a teaser? Or are we telling you?
Ooh.
Trayvon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb.
The only 3 guys anyone can name on the whole team.
I don't think that's true.
That chick Micah.
Oh, yeah.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say chick?
It's a girl's name.
No, that's not. That's a unisex name. We've been over
The
this.
Cowboys currently have $21.8 million of 2023 salary cap, according to NFLPA data.
21.8 what? Spent or
Million.
not spent?
No, they have in their cap space. Which
So which one of those 3 are they going to give that 21 million to?
You can only pick one.
Okay, first off, not Dak Prescott
You
because of results.
you let them tell you which player. You create first of all, you already have like the field in Arlington. You already have AT&T Stadium. So you put those 3 guys in there, similar to Thunderdome, and then the winner is who gets paid.
Only one cowboy controls Bartertown.
It's Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the plan, Amory? Is that what they're going to do? We'll tell you if it's Hunger Games for the Dallas Cowboys 3 superstars in Bartertown whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing Services help small business print big. Now get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends July 1st. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where your prints are perfect guaranteed.
And traffic right now, westbound on I-40, dealing with a bit of congestion between 2nd Street and Coors. Still seeing a little bit of a slowdown southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Southbound on Coors, moving a little slow as you approach Montano.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Paying too much for your auto loan? Refinance with Sandia Area, and you can save big this summer. Apply today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank. Restrictions apply. Member eligibility required.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Perloff with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Adam Silver's decision to suspend John Morant for 25 games is a risky move for the NBA commissioner. It's only a minor step up from the first time he suspended Morant for showing a gun on social media. Morant sent out a cliched apology. Now, if the Grizzlies star messes up again, he's bringing Silver with him. There are a number of reasons the commissioner didn't go heavier, but none of that will matter. If Morant messes up again, Silver will share in the blame. I'm Andrew Perloff.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Transfer portal allows one transfer without a penalty of having to sit out a season. And it allows for complete roster overhaul. Do you think more coaches jump in on Dion's side or on Narduzzi's side?
I think what coaches should do is get over it. Oh, you're not supposed to overhaul a roster. What are you supposed to do? You're only supposed to have 2 transfers a year? 3? Is that the unwritten rules, Pat Narduzzi?
Now you throw NIL in there and you got a whole nother layer to it.
Local talk on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Next up, straight talk from Doug. Ever notice that saying no offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless. See? Offensive.
That's the Straight Talk talking. Get unlimited plans as low as $35 a month from Straight Talk on America's most reliable 5G network. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com. On the $35 plan, first 10 gigabytes data at high speed, then 2G speeds. Refer to the latest terms at straighttalk.com. Based on most first place rankings, Root Metrics, second half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10
On 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Is this Ariana Grande? Is that what this is?
I don't know, Van.
Is that what this is?
It
What do you
just
mean
says
you don't
bumper
know?
music. It doesn't say.
You have it right there.
It says bumper 2 men on.
If it's Ariana Grande, then yes. Bumper is correct.
So the Dallas Cowboys are going to sign all their best players.
Nope.
Players that are already signed.
Everybody wants an extension before it's their time.
Doesn't even matter.
Just play.
No, hold up.
Play for your contract.
No, get the bag.
Well, obviously get the bag, but you already got the bag. You got the bag. Now you got to finish out your contract.
Here's what I would say. I don't necessarily want to sign until my contract's up. That's what I would say. Because at that time, you'd be able to look at the team and go, oh, some of the best players are here. I'll stay here. Or they'll say, looks like the best players are elsewhere. I think I'm going to go there. That's what I would do.
Bet on yourself. Right. Bet on yourself.
It's not betting at all if you're betting on yourself. It's a sure thing.
Boom.
Write that down, Amory.
Unless you're Antonio Brown, then it's a bad bet.
Is Des Bryant resigning?
No, Fred.
Because all this salary cap went to Jason Witten.
Guys, you're in the wrong year, my friends.
For you, maybe.
Yeah. They could sign Dalvin Cook. That's an obvious one.
Do you remember 2018? That was sweet. Before the Corvids. Okay, obviously you trade Dak Prescott.
Or Derrick Henry.
Duh, get that loser out of there.
Derrick Henry's not on the Dallas Cowboys.
No, you trade for him.
Why? They have Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
They don't need Derrick Henry.
You're going to tell me you have a team of Cooper Rush and Derrick Henry and you wouldn't win a Super Bowl? You would win a Super Bowl on the first day of the season.
You sound like a real Dallas fan right now, my friend. It's funny, Isaiah just came in the building just in time for this conversation.
Oh, thank goodness. You have like a shared location with him?
No, we all have on a chat, on our producer chat.
I don't check that.
Well, you're not on the chat.
Where did you put the air tag on Isaiah and he hasn't noticed?
Where is it? Is it in his dreads?
No.
Okay.
What? Anyways, okay.
Okay, obviously trade Dak Prescott for Derrick Henry.
Right away.
Boom.
Let's get that out of the way.
Actually, Prescott's are least of their worries. They're trying to sign CeeDee Lamb and Trevon Diggs because
the only two good ones for sure.
before they worry about Dak Prescott.
There's no reason to sign CeeDee Lamb. He just drops passes. You go get someone else who catches passes.
No, they want to pay him before they pay someone like Justin Jefferson.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to drop a bag on a guy who would drop it.
I think he's the
Good
best
job.
receiver on the team.
CeeDee Lamb, here's one bag of money. Please don't drop it. Oh, you dropped it.
I don't think that's
CeeDee Lamb is
I don't think that's true.
easily a top 32 guy
Guys,
in the league.
That is not true.
Oh, okay. Is he not in the top 32? Well, you think he's outside of the top 32, Amory? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think you should
trying
give
to
him a little
anger-
more respect.
Okay, one of the best 32 guys. That's a lot of respect.
He's the number 9 receiver in the NFL in 2023
In
by
your
PFF.
opinion.
This dude had 100 grabs. Because I feel like every highlight, which I don't watch any, that
He's
I
a
saw of
top
him,
10 receiver.
I mean, 16 maybe.
he did have 9 tutties, and that's a lot of tutties for a wide receiver.
How many drops?
How many drops did he have, Amory?
He had more drops than Skrillex.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
Where do you guys see this?
He had more drops than colorways of LeBron.
You know what I love about I love pff.com. And so you have to pay for a membership, but they have some stuff free. And under receiving, for any receiver you want to look up, drops is locked, yard after catch receptions are locked, and passer rating is locked. But everything else is available.
The only 3 important ones. Of course they lock those.
Okay, I don't see.
Okay, he's the number 1 receiver for Dallas, and they have to pay him.
He had 0 return yards.
Okay, first of all, he doesn't return the football. He's not on the special teams.
Yeah. He didn't return Isaiah's calls or emails either.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I also cannot find drops. I looked it up. I personally feel, although I cannot prove it, that he had a lot of drops. Now, unfortunately, I'm doing bad sports talk radio because I should know the number.
I mean, as you should.
But I do not know the number, but it felt like a lot of drops to me. I mean, but this dude.
Okay, and you know what?
107 receptions, 1,359 yards.
Our Dallas Cowboy fan is here.
9 tutties. I mean, his year was all right.
He's a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
I'm quickly gaining a belief that he's top 20. I thought he was top 32.
He's top 10 in the NFL. He's part of one of the top 5 offenses in the league.
All right, he dropped. Are you ready? He dropped 6.8% of his passes. That seems high.
That's kind of a lot.
Now, that was only the only guy who dropped more was Jamar Chase.
And Jamar Chase is just due to opportunity. CeeDee Lamb, on the other
Well,
hand,
Jamar Chase is top 10 as well.
he's top 1.
He was just hurt. So that hurts his ranking.
He's the best one.
It's Jamar
He is
Chase and
best
everyone else.
one of what?
Football players.
All
Fred.
All the wide receivers.
You're saying Jamar Chase is the best player in the league? You just like his clip when he said Pat who?
That's
I feel
just
like
making
that's
your
something
point.
Fred would say.
Who's Pat?
Patrick
Exactly.
Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
The actual number 1 player in the National Football League.
Is he Pat Mahomes' soft ass tweet that he responded to Jamar Chase?
Oh, the one
His rings, you mean?
Not Patty Mahomes, more like Petty
Yeah.
Mahomes.
He said, I'm gonna hit you with a pool noodle.
Uh-huh.
The best wide receiver. in
And
the league.
he's throwing up his nice ring.
System quarterback for Andy.
You know
Reid.
who else is throwing up?
Did you just call him a system quarterback?
Patrick
Oh,
Mahomes?
without a doubt.
Yeah, this is all Andy Reid's work.
The best wide receiver.
What did he do at Texas Tech? Nothing.
Yep.
Got Cliff Kingsbury fired.
Super fired.
Yeah.
As he should have been.
Also, I don't know if you play with Michael Crabtree, but I feel like he sucks too. Trying to name Tech guys, I would really struggle.
I know
outside
that
of
was
those two.
that was pretty good, Fred.
Thank you.
God.
Best wide receiver is a kick returner, Kadarius Toney. He won the Super Bowl. I watched him win it. They kicked the ball to him. He brought it right back.
I don't really even know why I'm falling into this trap or arguing with you
the
guys.
best-
I am triggered now.
The best wide receiver in the league's a tight end. His name's Travis Kelce.
The best tight end, yes.
No,
Not the best player.
he's very wide. And he receives.
Put him in motion.
See how broad his shoulders are? That's what wide means.
His brother sucks. I don't know.
I don't think his brother sucks.
Hold on. We don't play jazz music on this program.
Not on
Amory.
Friday.
What are you
I don't
doing?
know. Talk to the boss because this is in your log.
You
What time is it?
are the boss.
Okay, no, that's.
What are you? Are you?
I like
What are you?
this better.
Are you remixing?
You have some Techniques 1200 turntables back there?
I've never been happier about there only being 1 hour left. Hey, Marie, you're done for the week.
No, kind of, not really. I'm gonna hang out a little longer.
More A
She
Marie.
hasn't finished her teller tea yet.
That's
That's
what.
I'm getting our friend a teller tea as well.
A Marie says. I actually got to walk this one off first. It's gonna take a minute. Zoom it on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel.
Traffic right now, things looking pretty good here in the metro. We are still dealing with some slowdowns. I-40 westbound between 2nd Street and Coors. Also southbound on Coors right now, traffic moving a little slow as you approach Montano. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, traffic moving up to speed in both directions.
This report brought to you by Keller's Farm Stores.
Stop at Keller's Farm Stores and get Dad ribeye or Delmonico steaks $5 off per pound and house-made sausages half price while supplies last. Keller's has the finest quality steaks, chicken, hamburger, sausages, and seafood in New Mexico. Eubank at Candelaria and Coors at Montano.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
You know how those who are the best and whatever it is just keep finding ways to get better? That's exactly the story at Sandia Golf Club. Voted best golf course in the city in 2022, Sandia Golf Club continues to improve the golf experience for every level of golfer. First off, you need to act quickly on this. The 2023 Champions Club cardholders enrollments are almost sold out for the year. Sign up today and make Sandia your home club. You'll get discounted rounds, Troon Rewards enrollment to travel, and earn points at other Troon facilities along with other discounts and priorities. The more you play, the more you get rewarded. Visit sandiagolf.com. Join Sandia Golf Club's daily deals text line at sandiagolf.com. Click the red ticket to be entered for updates and the best deals offered at the state's best course. And Sandia's professionals are committed to getting you to play your best golf in 2023. Visit their PGA private golf coaches page. Book your private session with one of their PGA golf coaches. Committed to providing the best experience and the best conditions. Visit sandiagolf.com today and view the best available rates and book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times over rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Welcome back to the program. Big thank you to John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker for being a sponsor of our studio. Thank you to I-9 for sponsoring today's Varsity, the YMCA of Central New Mexico, where we start our days. Don't forget about 6-6 Diner.
I don't.
Isaiah, you been in the 6-6 Diner yet? I think he probably has. He'll tell me in a second.
He said no.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll take
next week. When are you open? When are we doing
I'll have
lunch?
to pick a lunch day, Amory. We're going to take him.
Okay, they're going to take you to lunch.
ABQ Axe is where we go on Thursdays. Throw axes on Thursdays, $7.50 off per hour when you're there with us. Come hang out with
yesterday.
us.
Oh my
God. A lot of
God.
fun yesterday.
Woo.
Don't forget next Thursday we're at Red Door. Big thank you to the Albuquerque Dukes night, July 15th over at the ballpark. Come hang out with Van and company. It's going to be a lot of fun over there.
I'm going to rage.
And I am halfway through my New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller vodka hard tea. It's been a really good start to the weekend. 1 hour of the program left. Michael Jordan agrees to sell majority ownership of the Hornets, Van.
He crushed it.
Yeah. Not like winning wise.
No.
Okay.
Not results on the court. Oh God, no. That was embarrassing for him and his family. But he bought it for $180 million?
No, that's not correct. $275 in 2010.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I saw $180 million and he's selling it for $3 billion.
I promise you it's $275 million. He bought it for in 2010. And now he's attempting to sell it for closer to $3 billion. And he's not even selling all of it. He'll still have a minority ownership. Isn't that incredible?
Yes. The answer is yes. Short answer, yes.
Now,
also, why didn't every free agent in the past 13 years line up to play for Michael Jordan? That boggled my brain.
I can tell you why. He didn't have a record of doing well with guys. Kwame Brown. Like, I mean, we could have a lot of talks about this.
Scottie Pippen.
All right, hold up. As an owner.
Oh, as an owner?
As an owner.
Not as a human being?
When did the Bobcats change? 2004, is that right? They came back in 2004 because the team went to New Orleans and then they had to rebrand. I guess that's probably the best thing that Michael Jordan did, right?
Oh, yeah. Get that purple and turquoise back. Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Very smart.
I was into that.
Forbes values the team right now at $1.7 billion.
Yeah.
But because Jordan's name's attached to it, it's going to sell for $3 billion.
So he definitely waited till right now. All right, so it looks like, make sure I got this right. 2013 is when it changed. So it looks to me like he waited to sell because they were obviously hoping to get the number 1 overall draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they would have got the best player on the planet, then conservatively another $500 million the value of this thing would have went up?
Yes.
Is that real?
I think if they get Victor Wembanyama, he doesn't sell. He is selling because they did not get Wembanyama. By the way, I love the trade rumors right now. Amory, you could back me up that there's rumors that the Hornets will trade their pick to the Pellies for Zion.
Yeah, Zion gone. Happy
Zygon.
Father's Day to Zion as well.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so considerate of you. You're so sweet.
Zion's like, I don't even know how many times over.
Multiple Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Zion.
Charlotte went 423 and 613 seasons underneath Michael Jordan.
Oh, it's not great, ain't it?
26th best record over that span in a 30-team league.
Making money.
So the number is not out yet, but it's being valued at $3 billion. So he's going to get at or near that.
I think it's valued at $1.7 billion.
I think he's fine on the financial end.
Forbes.
Maybe he's just over owning a team.
Well, he's still going to be in the ownership group, though, minority style. In December, if you guys recall, the Suns sold for $4 billion. Now, I'm going to tell you who this new ownership group is. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Might want to bring Isaiah in on this one, Amory, because the first one is J. Cole. Who's J. Cole?
Wait, J. Cole is one of the buyers of this?
Isaiah, who's J. Cole?
He's a premier rapper in today's.
Oh, what?
Top shelf.
What was the adjective?
Premier rapper. He's actually featured on the top song in America right now.
What is that song?
All My Life. Lil Durk featuring J. Cole. Lil Durk, Chicago's finest.
Are you on the right channel right now?
I very much know who J. Cole is. He's a very talented dude.
The only thing I know,
not my style. I'm more of a Kendrick guy, but I'll give J. Cole his flowers.
Okay.
I used to go with a gal who had a J. Cole tattoo, and I didn't know that's who that was till right now.
Oh, that girl, that was J. Crew. You're thinking of J. Crew. Yeah, she had a J. Crew tattoo.
I don't know who Dan Sondheim is. I don't know who Ian Loring is. Country music singer-songwriter Eric Church. Who's Eric Church?
Hey, that's breaking the fourth wall here. Our boss's favorite musician.
That's a popular one?
Yeah, he's a big deal.
All right, Eric Church. And several local Charlotte investors, including Amy Dawson and Damian Mills. Damian Mills sounds like a basketball player.
That sounds like a fun ownership group.
Okay.
So all jokes aside, J. Cole's really on the list.
He's the number one guy. Recording artist J. Cole and country music singer-songwriter Eric Church.
You know, J. Cole played overseas, you know? Maybe that's why he's got a little bit of a...
Where did he play? In England?
He can hoop.
Not sure what the team was. I forgot.
You're talking sports? I think like a world tour.
Nah, he's hooping.
No, he can actually hoop like at a professional level.
Oh, he's a hooper?
Not an NBA professional level, but in a professional level. Yeah.
If he hops in that celebrity all-star game, he'd probably dominate. I'm
He
pretty sure
would
he did.
crush.
Wait, why hasn't he? Because he's not a
480.
celebrity.
Ouch.
Is that why? I'd rather watch Adam Sandler.
He played at St. John's.
Adam's a great point.
Adam Sandler is.
Yeah, he's a great point guard.
You give me like of celebrities that play sport, Adam Sandler number 1, number 2 Nelly, obviously, and then well the list kind of falls off from there. Michael Rappaport, I guess, would be on the list.
The Rock,
Chris Brown,
The Miz is really good at softball.
Softball.
Yeah. Also, we were talking about hitting balls, not hitting people. Isaiah, we're not putting Chris Brown on the list.
Thank you.
Jeez. Idiot. So Jordan's out. He didn't win no games. He did fix the team's name, and he's going to walk away with all the money in the world.
Hand over fist.
Isaiah, how old are you? 25?
Yes, sir.
You won't get this reference then. Noah Van can be like Mike.
It's very easy now. You just got to have a bunch of money. You can be like Mike, the owner. It's very easy to do.
It used to be about talent. It used to be about exceptionalism. Was Crying Jordan from when he was the owner? Because Charlotte only went to the playoffs like twice in his tenure. Lost in the first round both times.
Mm-hmm.
Crying Jordan is from the first time, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh. Crying Jordan is such a good meme.
He's such a goat. He's got the goat meme even.
He let his ego get into it. That's why he struggled as an owner.
He's the goat at everything except for owning a basketball team.
Yeah.
And one could argue that he is the goat of that as well, because look at all these stacks of cash he's making.
You remember whenever Lamar Ball said that he could beat him in basketball, and then he put Lamar Ball's kid on his team to make sure he sucked?
Yeah.
That was brutal.
So smart.
LaMelo's had a great career.
No.
Oh, come on.
You use the word great, which now makes me think you don't know anything about J. Cole because you use that same word with him.
Ooh.
Rookie of the year?
Oh, J. Cole was?
No, LaMelo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, because they felt sorry for him because of the family.
Who else was in the league that year? Any other rookies? Or was he the only one? Was it supplemental?
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, he was not good. No, he was terrible.
Oh, gosh.
As a rook?
Oh, gosh.
He got good.
Hornet Sports and Entertainment announced today that Chairman Michael Jordan has reached an agreement to sell his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets to a group led by Gabe Plotkin and Rick Schnall. These people are not real people. These are AI-generated stuff. This is not real. As part of the transaction, Jordan will retain a minority owner share of the team. The transaction is subject to approval of the NBA Board of Governors, blah, blah, blah. It seems like kind of a poor franchise. Like, is there like a fan base out there right now? It's like, let's go, baby. Like, there's not, right?
If you live there. Look at the Carolinas love some basketball, but there's nothing to root for there because the Hornets are so pathetic. You think if the Hornets were good, the Carolinas would unite around that team.
How is Michael Jordan going to use these billions to ruin Scottie Pippen?
God, what else you got to do?
That's what he's going to do.
His Jordan's son sleeps with Pippen's ex-wife.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like all you need. Like, you're done after that.
Because he wasn't spending no money on players in Charlotte. He's been saving money for 13 years at this thing.
They made the playoffs 10 times out of 33 seasons.
And only 2 under Jordan. Isn't that wild? That's the opposite of his playing career. Everything he did as a player.
The last time they were in the playoffs was 2016.
I'll tell you the exact problem.
Oh, guess who they lost to? The Miami Heat.
Everyone loses to the Heat.
What's funny, they lost to the Miami Heat the last 2 times in the playoffs, and then the Magic in 2010.
There's going to be future comparisons too, because hold on, what year is this? 2023?
Yes.
So LeBron James is going to play for 2 more years, and then he's going to retire. He's going to start a franchise in Vegas. And in Vegas, he's going to get what? Actual free agents. There's no state income tax there. And then that conversation of player to owner comparisons to Michael Jordan, which will exist forever. LeBron will blow Michael out of the water because he will have Vegas and a brand new expansion team.
You're not wrong.
I'm insanely right.
I'll tell you where Jordan went wrong. Sorry for the hard segue.
Yes. You want to do it whenever we get back?
Jordan was nothing until he teamed up with Scottie Pippen. And then the Bulls took over the basketball world.
Okay.
But his pride didn't allow him to bring Pippen into the ownership group.
Okay.
And they would have formed like Voltron and took over the NBA, but he thought he could do it all by himself, and you saw the results.
And he could have been
on the court, not financially. He's crushing it.
He could have been the president. No, he could have been the Pippen of basketball operations.
Yes, exactly.
That would have been very good. He did not do that. He failed.
Yep.
Also, if there's anyone out there like, oh my God, the Hornets are back. They are not.
No.
Not for a second do I think that multi-platinum superstar, #1 rap album in the world, Jason Cole, is going to be the reason that the Hornets are good. He doesn't know how to run a basketball team. He only knows how to run the jewels.
Okay. Thank you for that reference. Well done.
Yep.
But he from the Carolinas?
That's it. Wake Forest is in the Carolinas, so that would track.
Frankfurt, Germany. Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's from the Carolinas. That's how appropriate. It's like a little Justin Timberlake for the Memphis Grizzlies.
We're going over the best dads in sports whenever we get back because it's a Father's Day weekend. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is brought to you by the Sandoval County Clerk's Office. The Sandoval County Clerk's Office is dedicated to further improve the accuracy of the voter rolls before the 2024 elections. Have you recently moved? Update your voter registration at nmvote.org. Together, we can ensure that voter rolls are accurate and continue to have confidence in our elections.
The traffic right now, not much in the way of problems here in the metro. I-25 and I-40 now both moving up to speed. Your river crossings headed west on Paseo, Alameda, and Montano are looking good. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe is moving up to speed in both directions. And south of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, no problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
Okay, next time you're at the store, I dare you to not think about the unmistakable fresh, clean scent of Irish Spring. Yeah, you heard me. I want you to resist picturing a shower filled with those sensational Irish Spring suds. And if you succeed, well, you got what my gramps used to call resolutitude. Not a real word, but let's be honest, you're probably going to end up leaving with Irish Spring because of its irresistible scent and because you have zero resolutitude. Pick up Irish Spring at Walmart today.
Dr. Rick here, with another telltale sign you're turning into your parents, getting particular about your drive-thru order.
Don't pull away yet. I like to check the bag because one time they forgot to give me extra ketchup.
People are waiting.
I'm only seeing 4 nuggets. Wait, nope, there's 5.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Lobo fans, there's still time to join the club and get your 2023 football season ticket holder hat through June 30th. For every season ticket renewal or new purchase, fans will receive an exclusive 2023 Lobo football season ticket holder hat, 1 per account. This season will feature a new state-of-the-art light show during games, on-field DJ, increased tailgate atmosphere, and much, much more. Join us at University Stadium this fall by visiting golobos.com/tickets today.
377 Brewery. Been telling you about 377 Brewery, which is located on the northwest corner of Yale and Gibson. The other day, a friend called me and asked me what's so special about 377 Brewery. Not only is it conveniently located by the airport, the university, all the stadiums, and the military base, It is just an amazing venue for events and live entertainment. And my favorite part is, and I think a lot of breweries lack in this city, because there's many breweries in this city, is food and a good quality kitchen with a lot of options. And their European style beer is so unique because it matches the food you eat. And if you don't like beer, they have a full bar with local spirits and they're changing up their cocktails all the time. But their kitchen, a lot of times you go to breweries and they don't have a kitchen. And if they do have a kitchen, it's not that great. 377 Brewery takes a lot of pride in their kitchen. They have an amazing menu from appetizers. Their wings just got #2 by Yelp. They have nachos. They have these big, beautiful salads. If you're looking for a healthy option, you could add a protein to it. They have burritos, hamburgers, you name it, and they have brunch on the weekend. So 377 Brewery is so unique, so amazing. Have your life events there or go see some entertainment or just after work or for lunch. It's family friendly. It's pet friendly. Check it out, 377 Brewery on the northwest corner of Yale and Gibson, or check them out at 377brewery.com.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
O'Reilly.
Protect your engine against sludge and wear with the synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times over rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, you're starting to speak another language.
Babbel's lessons are voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. If you want to learn a language, there's no better way than
Babbel.
Text radio to 64,000 to try Babbel for free. Text radio to 64,000.
Hey, Jay, can you finish that induction range installation tomorrow?
Orders have really amped up at Nate's Electric.
We need to finish installing it first in Maine. Did we hear back from the grocery chain?
It's no shock he needs electricians, like yesterday.
Smart fridge. Everybody wants one of those these days.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Dr. Rick here, with another telltale sign you're turning into your parents, getting particular about your drive-thru order.
Don't pull away yet. I like to check the bag because one time they forgot to give me extra ketchup.
People are waiting.
I'm only seeing 4 nuggets. Wait, nope, there's 5.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mike's hot.
Isaiah Johnson joining us on the program. Zay, welcome.
Thank you.
How's Zay Talks going? Podcast doing well?
Repeat that one for me.
How's Zay Talks doing? Is the podcast doing well?
Yes, it is. I've actually getting some content going. I've got about an hour of talking in there, and I'm just trying to get the rest going.
All right, we're available when you want to have us on.
I will take you up on that.
Didn't sound too confident in that.
No, I did not.
I think he's just trying to appease you, Fred. I don't think he wants you on his program.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
I would be lucky to have you on there.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah,
I'll try to get you J. Cole.
Oh, that would be a banger.
Ouch.
You can pull that off. Do it.
A little more exciting than what it was for me there just now. All right. It's Father's Day weekend. You know, we do every year.
Mm-hmm.
The Friday before Father's Day weekend as we celebrate iconic fathers in sports.
Correct.
Would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first, man?
Go ahead, buddy.
All right. Give me Jack Buck. So Jack Buck, the father of Joe Buck, we would not have the grace that is Joe Buck today without the excellence that preceded him and his father, Jack Buck, the broadcaster for so many years for the St. Louis Cardinals, CBS National, some of the greatest calls in the history of sports. Here comes Kirk Gibson on Two Bad Knees. There's so much that he has done throughout the history of this thing, and then to be able to pass even a small fraction of his talent onto his son, who's now what? Number 1 in football, number 1 in baseball, up until he gave up baseball because he was too good for it. Number 1 in the U.S. Open, number 1 in every single thing. Top quality talent at every single level. Joe Buck. Give me Jack Buck.
Vin Scully got a kid.
Not Joe Buck if he does.
I'll take Vin Scully over the Bucks, even if he never had a kid.
Okay, it's not a father. So,
all right. Before you steal this one, I'm taking the greatest heavy hitter in the history of sports fatherdom.
Okay.
And of course, with the $1 billion baby batter, Archie Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Easy.
2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Yeah.
For kids. And apparently the one that got hurt and didn't play in the NFL was the best one, allegedly.
Yeah.
And his seed was so good, it didn't even skip a generation.
Nope.
And then now the next generation is going to be the best quarterback in the future of the world. Arch Manning of Texas.
That bloodline is crazy.
It is insane. Speaking of bloodline, Fred, you want to do the Usos next?
It's Isaiah's turn, but I'm on my way.
That was a good one.
Think I'm not going to put Rikishi on here? Absolutely am.
Oh, man, Rikishi. I got to go Pat Mahomes' father.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. His
He's a
father,
dude.
you know, he could be super cocky, but he just sat back with his cigar.
He couldn't beat Van at golf.
Well, I mean, not a lot of people can.
I mean, what is that?
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Isaiah, we'll let you warm up.
Look, Pat Mahomes walked so LaTroy Hawkins could run. Like, he is an absolute legend. It's a niche reference, but
It's a
there's a
good
lot of
one.
giggles.
I
There's
get
a
it.
lot of
I get
giggles out there in radio world because of that one.
Give me Rocky Johnson.
Okay, which one's that?
Rocky
Like
Johnson
from the boxing movies?
was born Wade Douglas Bowles in Amherst, Nova Scotia.
Like Bullwinkle's sidekick?
He's the father of Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
Oh, that one.
the greatest of all time. Give me Rocky Johnson, who in himself had just a tremendous career as a WWE performer, including appearances at WrestleMania 13 and a WWE Hall of Fame inductee. So give me Rocky Johnson.
That's a good one.
I know.
Is there another generation of little baby rocks running around wrestling yet?
The
little pebbles out there?
The short answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not old enough to wrestle, though.
It's almost to the point, though.
That's
So
exciting.
there you go.
I'm happy for you to see that
It's a lady.
in your time. It's a lady?
Yep.
Oh, cool. All right, next on my I-9 varsity of sports dads, I got to go with Rick Barry.
Oh, okay.
For a lot of reasons. All of his kids played pro ball, but I'm super excited that he got to procreate and ladies would lay down with him, even though he shot granny style from the free throw line. That's really impressive. He's got enough game,
Good answer.
despite his free throw shots, to procreate and start a new generation of basketball players. That is double impressive.
It's a very good answer.
Thank you. Shout out
I
to the
agree.
Berries.
What you got, Zay?
Give me Del Curry.
Oh, there you
Del
go.
It's a
Curry.
very good answer.
You got Steph, who's the greatest shooter ever, and
So-
somehow in the same season, his brother leads the league in 3-point percentage. That's just,
It's unreal.
Yeah,
guys
It's a
be
pretty good
something in the
father.
water.
Pretty good sports father.
A lot of people said Steve Kerr is his real dad, so I don't know.
I don't think a lot of people said that. I think,
I mean, just me. I said.
yeah, I think you created
Oh,
that.
just me just now.
505-246-0610. Reach out to the program if you want to be a part of the best fathers in sports history. McCaffrey is on my list.
Strong.
Played wide receiver for the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of redid the whole thing when he was doing the thing. Opposite Rod Smith all those years. Caught a bunch of passes. Obviously won Super Bowls. Catching passes from John Elway. Complete dude. And then he literally messed around and made an offspring that is the best football player on the planet in Christian McCaffrey. Give me Ed McCaffrey.
Strong.
I got
very strong. Not as strong as next on my I-9 varsity of sports dads. If it wasn't for his boys, you might never heard of him. But big shout out to Gordon Gronkowski.
Good one.
Oh, dude. He spit out some absolute ballers. Of course, we all know Rob Gronkowski, legend, first ballot Hall of Famer, arguably the greatest tight end of all time. But every single one of the other brothers have played in the NFL too. That is a whole family. There's only one of the brothers haven't played in the NFL. Ellipsis yet.
Right.
Because he's the starting tight end for Kansas State and will be in the NFL shortly. Farby is all in the NFL.
Is that you going to say LeVar Ball?
No.
Okay.
I convinced myself to not say him. If you want me to be honest with you, about 30 seconds ago. But I'm going to give it to LeBron. I got to give it to LeBron.
That's a pretty good answer.
It might be underrated,
Yeah,
but
that's a pretty good answer.
You know, he's got his sons here, and I think he solidifies it with Bryce coming up because both of them were able to enjoy their childhoods. They don't appear as if they had to just play basketball or else they weren't allowed to have fun. And, you know, they still have both turned into great basketball players.
You gonna put Buddy Ryan on the list anywhere or no?
Did we change to the I-9 varsity of
Worst
sports foot fetishes?
Louis Sutter had like 4 kids that all played in the NHL at the exact same time.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Kind of Snoop Dogg makes the list or no?
I don't think yet. Soonish, maybe.
Dion? Not Dion.
Yeah, soonish.
Yeah.
Soonish.
This next season.
We
lets
did
you know.
we did let the LeBron thing in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm for it.
Griffey Sr., Ripken Sr.
That's
Barry
just a given.
Barry Bonds, old man.
I got a curveball for you.
Yep.
How about the Horse Man-O-War? Horse
Okay,
Man-O-War.
So I get this reference.
His prodigy was War Admiral.
Yep.
Man-O-War and War Admiral, both Derby winners. That's some strong seed.
I'm about it.
Man-O-War 20-1, War Admiral 21 and rip.
From the texter, the Andretti's.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah, good answer. The Barry answer was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did very good on that.
Mm-hmm.
We step away from one where we come back to this one, the update on the U.S. Open, and then Josh Sushan joins us for the final 15 minutes of the program before Isotopes baseball tonight. Thank you for tuning in to 2 Men On live on the Sports Animal 95.9 FM and AM 610.
The opening drive with Jeff
Clear
and JJ Buck.
The PGA Tour has agreed to merge with Live Golf.
Public Investment Fund, the Saudis, are going to invest billions of new capital into this. They're going to merge with the European Tour. So this is going to be one worldwide tour. It's bonkers. I'm stunned that it happened now. I got a million questions.
I got a billion questions for you.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Eric Strauss here. Do you know how expensive it is to get your home restuccoed? Why not do like me and just get it repainted? Hire the professionals at CertaPro Painters and they'll make your home look brand new. They're honest, clean, friendly, and they have the attention to detail to not only increase the value of your home, but protect your stucco with a new coat of paint. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. Schedules fill up fast, so now's the time to act. For your home or business, do like me and hire CertaPro.
Attention sports fans. This Father's Day, be at the Rio Rancho Event Center, Sunday, June 18th, as the Duke City Gladiators take on the Arizona Rattlers in a thrilling showdown. Bring your dad, your family, and your friends to witness the heart-pounding action of indoor football at its finest. Feel the excitement as the Gladiators battle it out, delivering bone-crushing tackles, lightning-fast passes, and jaw-dropping touchdowns. Celebrate Father's Day with Duke City Gladiators at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Get tickets today at DukeCityGladiators.com. It's a game you won't want to miss.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm down.
Yes, sir.
Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas.
No.
Promo code FREE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on.
All right, for sure. We're at.
Cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon.
Okay.
Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FREE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FREE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up.
Get ready for a stompin' good time at Casa Esperanza's Honky Tonk for Hope, Health, and Healing. June 23rd from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Dirty Bourbon Dance Hall and Saloon. Enjoy live music, dinner, and dance lessons. More info and tickets at charityauction.bid/Casa Esperanza.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Happy weekend Tuesday on the opening drive at U.S. Open Champ. We'll break down the best of the weekend from the sports world. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m. on the Sports Animal.
Mike is hot.
Fowler's still in the lead, 9 under. Show awful.
X-Ander Schleifer,
9 under. Also tied for first. Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark?
Wyndham Clark.
What is he, like a butler? Wyndham, fetch my robe.
I believe I just stated he's a golfer.
Oh, whoopsie. Yeah. Enjoy your stay at Las Vegas's Wyndham Clark Hotel and Casino.
That's a good one. Hey, why are you named after an intersection?
The corner of Wyndham and Clark?
Yeah.
There's a CVS there. Ricky Fowler threw 12 holes. X-Ander Schleifer is through 11.
He had 3 birdies in his first 3 holes in the second round. Kind of come back down to earth a little bit.
Hey, man. I know it's the U.S. Open. A lot of American flags up on top of that leaderboard, brother.
Rory McIlroy.
Not American.
Shot 30 on the front 9.
On pace to break the recently broken record.
So he's now 8 under for the week. And Dustin Johnson had a quadruple bogey. Dang. He'd definitely be in the leaderboard if he wasn't, because he's 6 under.
Yep.
He'd be 10 under.
Yep.
That sucks.
It's hard. I know, because you've played golf twice and you failed miserably both times. Even the pros don't do it right sometimes.
How's your favorite player, Bryson DeChambeau, doing?
You asking Isaiah?
How's Scotty Scheffler doing? How's
Yeah.
John Rahm doing?
Never heard of these guys. I'm all like golf. I'm disconnected.
Yeah,
You know, Xander. He's my guy.
I know about Rory though. I don't live under a rock or anything. I've heard about Roy, Tiger.
Here's what you need to know about Ricky Fowler. He'll go back-to-back bogeys, and then he'll hit the best shot you ever seen in your whole life. And you're like, oh, okay, he's back.
I never heard of this guy, but I'm rooting for Australia's favorite son, Min Woo Lee.
Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing great. He's 6 under. 5 under today. If you closed your eyes and I said, where is
Close your eyes.
Where is Min Woo Lee from?
Only for a moment.
That's my boy Wayne from down under.
That moment.
He's one hell of a golfer, playing in the US Open today, 6 under. He's a proud son of Australia.
Incredible accent.
Thank you there, brother.
You call that a putt? This is a putt.
Okay.
10 of the top 15 are from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the U.S. Open.
Well, anybody can play in the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Only if you're a righty.
We have Gordon Sargent, an amateur, 1 under. Looked like he's going to make the cut.
I hate it whenever they replace Gordon York with Gordon Sargent. They thought people wouldn't notice, but they definitely did.
I mean, he's Sergeant Gordon in the phone book. There's at least that.
I cannot help me.
Hey, 4 amateurs are going to make the cut. Looks like 4 amateurs will make the cut.
Father's Day on the couch, U.S. Open. Somebody you've heard of in contention is a pretty good Father's Day for a lot of fathers.
Yeah. If it's close, you got your final group all close within each other. Sunday afternoons are friggin' sweet.
Especially on Father's Day.
Best time of the week, Sunday afternoon.
Oh, hard no. Hard no.
Nah. Yes.
Are you familiar with 701 on Friday night? 701 on Friday night. It's like the weekend, like the treasure chest is the weekend is opening up. And if I'm working, if I'm like doing a game or something, here's the tip off. Here's the kickoff. Here's the like I'm in the moment. And if I'm not, like tonight, like I'm rushing home to do laundry.
You lazy losers with your weekend hours. The best day of the week is Monday morning at 5:45 because I get up and I'm ready to kick this week's ass, baby. Let's go.
5:44, a minute before my alarm goes off, and I looked that alarm right in the eye and I said, "Don't you dare, brother!
You little coward!
Yeah,
you beep at me. I beat you
You
again.
think I'm going to get out of bed? I'm going to jump out of bed, and once I'm out of this bed, I'm not getting back until when 10 p.m. tonight after a full day of hard work and loving my lady and my country.
My country, JC on the sea.
Yeah, those 3. Stop at Chick-fil-A on the way to work and on the way home.
I don't even buy nothing.
Nope. Just make a donation.
I just want to say hi to James.
Yeah, I'm just tithing.
I own stock in Chick-fil-A. I just want to make sure it runs good.
What do you mean you cashed out your assets? You missed out on a 9% turn in the last fiscal year, son.
I just stand there in the Chick-fil-A drive-through with my automatic weapon staring people down as they drive through. Make sure they tip little Stephanie.
So they know that they're safe.
That day, you better stuff that tip jar, Steve.
Random act of kindness.
You better pay that forward, Rick.
Then I, for no less than 20 minutes, stand at attention, staring at a beautiful American flag, letting one single tear roll from my eye. That is what I do every Monday morning. Walk in to the job, tell the secretary she should smile more, and I'm on to my office.
Hey, darling, you'd be a lot prettier if you showed some of them teeth.
So stupid.
What? Where did this come from?
This same guy is the guy I used to run a health club. The guy you're talking about is the guy that we would be open on Thanksgiving until whatever noon or whatever 2.
Yeah.
And this person can't be at home with their family or in-laws because they all hate him so much.
Sure.
So he would show up to the health club at 6 a.m. and then decide to start showering at 11:59, 1 minute before the club closes. And then I'm like, homeboy,
yo,
I'm sending these employees home to their families that actually love them. Get out of the shower. Loser. I'm just like flushing every toilet in the building.
You will not get a drop of hot water.
No.
Hey, that guy, the guy who records Facebook videos from the front seat of his truck,
we're
going to hear a lot from this guy on Monday.
Oh, of course.
When we're covering for TJ Trout
Over
on
on KKOP.
Yeah. That guy, you get a lot of calls and texts from that guy.
Now, listen, I don't normally call, but I just took a front seat selfie video that I posted to my 6 subscribers, and I need you to know that I don't think it's fair that there's not a countdown timer on red and green lights. What?
Oh, yeah? Well, my wife said I got to get rid of my Punisher skull shirts. I said, last time I checked, this is America.
And she told me these shirts were made in China, and she was actually correct. And that kind of really messed up my moral compass.
So I don't buy made in China clothes. These are made in Indonesia.
Yeah, nowhere close. Maybe you haven't heard of this place, not China, called Hong Kong.
Side note, did you know in World War II, we bought goods that were made in USA?
But
actually, there is a city in Japan called USA, USA.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we still bought their products that said made in USA. It's a real thing that happened in history.
Josh Sushan joins us when we get back to talk about sports. Streaming on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Stuck in a timeshare and want out? Contact Wesley Financial Group now and get a free timeshare.
That's the stupid CBS thing that just goes blank.
WesleyFinancialGroup.com. Nick, no pressure.
Not at all.
Usually I'm the one who
That was that CBS 30-second thing that always goes blank.
This is not me.
I've always gotten tons.
There we go. I just turned the CBS down. Now it works.
And I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
Your vehicle is most likely your second biggest investment. You're going to have it for a while, so it makes sense that you take care of it and protect it. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I strongly suggest you call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Not only will they detail your vehicle, ask them about the extra layer of protection. Ceramic coating. It prevents water, dirt, and mud from bonding to your car's paint, making it much easier to clean, and it protects you from UV damage and oxidation in this intense New Mexico sun. It starts at $250, and a lifetime warranty is available. Call them at 505-859-2859 or schedule online at OTSDetailing.com.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
Lowe's knows the best deals for dad. Hurry to shop our best Father's Day gifts from the brands he loves for less. Keep dad's lawn looking sharp and save $100 on Cobalt's 24-volt self-propelled lawnmower. Plus, get 2 Bonnie 2.32-quart vegetables and herbs for just $10. Shop the final days of Father's Day deals now. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/18. Bonnie in-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mic going hot.
Welcome back to the program. Joining us on the program, Josh Sushan. Josh, welcome, my dude. Just whenever Isaiah brings you in.
Eventually, we'll get there.
Use your words, Isaiah. I can't. Hand motions don't help me.
Yeah, Josh is on.
It's not on with us. Isaiah, you put a little bit of effort into figuring out getting us.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
Appreciate you. The London Stadium van is taking shape ahead of the Cubs Cards series next weekend. You seen any of these photos?
I have not.
So it's 144,000 square feet of artificial turf.
That seems like too much.
345 tons of infield clay. And I don't know how you spell tons, but you get the idea.
In England, it's TONNES.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
And it looks huge. It looks huge.
Are you just describing a cricket pitch, or is they going to play baseball on that thing?
Both.
Oh, okay.
So they turned it into a baseball field. It's where West Ham plays. Now, they did a similar thing, if you remember, in 2019 with the Yankees and the Red Sox. This is a thing you and I had talked about going to, which we obviously did not arrange.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah, this is very believable. They turned this cricket pitch into a very believable baseball stadium.
It looks like a baseball stadium. How juiced are the balls going to be at this thing?
They even put all of it.
Right?
Yeah, the springiest baseballs there are. They even put 2 giant 18 metry tall foul poles. I don't know what a metry is.
Similar to a meter.
Oh, they just misspelt it?
And the St. Louis Cardinals, which I follow, they have found a million different ways to lose games this year.
Oh, they're so good at it.
It'd be fun to figure out how they lose these games. That'd be a lot of fun. But there you go. This is no joking. This is the worst Cardinals team in 15 years, maybe 20.
We got insanely busy, but we were seriously considering going to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life kind of snuck up. So it does.
As it does. Never been to London. Never been to England, actually.
Same.
Scotland or Ireland. None of the Commonwealth. None of Great Britain. Or just Britain. I don't think it's that great.
The original Britain.
Yeah, just Britain. I don't add adjectives to countries.
Fernando Tatis Jr. and Shohei Ohtani lead the league in B-WAR. Do you love that kind of stuff?
Sabermetrics and statistics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, duh. I'm an adult, and I still play fantasy baseball. It's fantastic.
Tatis, 3.2 WAR in 48 games. Ohtani, 4.6 in 69.
Nice.
Turns out Fernando Tatis still pretty good.
He is very good.
Welcome to the program, for the show, Josh Sushan. Josh, how are you, brother?
I'm well. You know, it's I'm glad to be on the program. I feel like all of you guys were like quite this old, but I remember like in the early 80s where like there'd be the rabbit ears on the TV, and my dad would tell me to like go over and grab it and then like hold it, and then like the reception would come in, and then he'd say, "Freeze, don't move." And so I couldn't watch TV because me holding onto the antenna is what got the TV to work. And I feel like that's what's happened in your program here with me being your special guest.
I believe that is a correct analysis of what's going on.
So Isaiah does have his hand on the window, and he's holding a ball of tinfoil. So
Correct.
describe that exactly.
I thought he was frosting his tips.
Oh.
I didn't know that's what it was going on. Yeah.
I'm also holding something and I'm pointing it so that it'll ricochet off Mount Rainier and then hit the Sandia Mountains and then go to Albuquerque, and so that we can talk.
Made him into that.
Science. I love it.
We were talking earlier in the week, Josh, we're bringing the conversation back today about how Shohei Ohtani currently leads the Angels in every category except for saves. Not every offensive category, not every pitching metric, but every single one combined except for saves. Josh, this is the greatest baseball player to ever live.
Correct. Absolutely correct. And what I hope that people don't forget is that whenever people say, like, oh, we haven't seen this since Babe Ruth did this for like 2 years, right? I mean, he was this great pitcher, and then they let him hit, and then he was such a great hitter that they stopped having to pitch. It's not like Babe Ruth did this his entire career. It was basically a 2-year stretch where Babe did both, and he did not do both at the same level that Ohtani is doing both. And this is now what, like 4 years, 5 years that Ohtani is doing both? You know, I mean, because his rookie year, he was doing both, not at this level, and now like the last 3 years. So, again, you can no longer say we haven't seen this since Babe Ruth, because Babe Ruth didn't do this. Babe Ruth did it one way, kind of did both, and then did it the other way in terms of hitting and pitching.
Father's Day coming up on Sunday, Sush. What are they doing out in Tacoma, Washington? They giving away like Birkenstocks and weed brownies to dads or something?
23andMe's? Like, what's the give out?
Yeah, what is it? What are they doing?
They have a thing that's called Rosé all day. And so you basically just drink Rosé all day and watch baseball.
This is excellent.
Pink sparkling wine and baseball.
Well, what it is you
tale as old as time.
You send your wife and the kids to the game, and then you sit at home on the couch and watch the U.S. Open. This is the plan for Father's Day.
That's really smart. Golf course.
Isotopes got a W last night, Jay.
Yeah, it was a fun one, too. It was probably the most intense back-and-forth game of the year, and it was really cool. I mean, Yorvis Torrealba hits a home run in the ninth inning. His first home run at AAA. He hits it off this pitcher for Tacoma, who's probably the best relief pitcher in the league. So all of that, game tying, 1 out in the ninth inning. And, and then both teams score a run in the 10th. Both teams score a run in the 11th. Isotopes win it in 12 innings. I was just really pumped for Torrealba. I mean, I think that all of us have these moments where we go, oh, my goodness, this guy makes me feel old because we remember his dad. And I was actually going through newspapers.com to see if I could find a story that I wrote about Yorvis' dad. In my previous lifetime, I was a newspaper reporter, and I found a story when Yorvis, that's the dad, hit his first home run in the major leagues. It was in Toronto, and I wrote a story about it when I was the Giants beat writer for the Oakland Tribune.
Oh, sweet.
And now, last night, I get to call Yorvis the Suns' first AAA home run, a game-tying home run. So it was like this. Definitely made me feel old, but also made me smile quite a bit that I kind of had this moment for both Torrealbas with, important first home runs for them.
Huh, today I learned. I thought Yorvis was the son of Joe Torre and Jessica Alba.
Oh.
Yorvis Torrealba.
That's what I thought, too. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Huh.
A lot of people
you.
make that same mistake, and that's why we try to clear it up here on this crosstalk.
Thank you so much, Josh.
That would be an odd couple, not the oddest.
No, not the oddest.
Yeah, it would not be the oddest at all. It's going to be a good weekend for the Isotopes. And then normally this is where I say, and they're returning home next Tuesday. But I'm not saying that, Josh. You guys are on the road for another one. Do you come back to Isotope do you come back to Albuquerque for 20 minutes, or are you straight on to the next one?
No, we're straight on to Reno. So yeah, it's a long trip. It was a lot of decisions on how to pack. You pack for a week and then just do laundry on the off day. You pack for 2 weeks. You pack for like 1.5 and then just kind of do like the sniff and smell, or try to do laundry midway. I don't know. I just threw a bunch of stuff in the suitcase and I'll figure it out.
A lot of these high draft picks, they'll just go shopping when the plane lands.
They also have clubbies to do their laundry for them.
Oh, sure.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Aaron.
Josh, you're the best. Oh, I guess we're at the very end of it.
Okay, bye.
That's my bad. Good job, everyone. GG.
Have an awesome weekend, everyone.
Be good, brother.
All right.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer